WhatsApp line pamcho enememenda momo e videos no pi na yem fa enchire obia de mo so mpese mo de eto edwa yo Tony atrase pamcho enra questions ahodo amode ba yentima anya ho adwuma no odi ba na yentimi mre na makwan ama yentima nchechirem ya obutim sa de ba ne na ye de kan de no na fe ye ba bam kama edimo obia Tony atrase ema Champions League final Baso Chelsea and Barcelona the Tony and the Moon Seminano and so Bray Saudi League matches out of Becoso centers out of P Europe Nina Tony Abobano the Ebre and 4:15 and Chelsea and Leicester FA Cup final and then match get to 4:15 as I give no Bebaso na Leicester 137 years Beji FA Cup for the first time ewo mo abakosi mo na nyina no honsam nyababo no de Abraham Juventus any Inter Milan Tony senka match we de but as a honsam no dos we do honsam no dos and 4 p.m. and so the minutes over the church nyina mu and cremate ya de honsam and so Abraham CAF Champions League quarter final first leg no weekend in Pamcho Baso nyina honsam e was admade so I de Abraham Sanso and a CAF Executive Committee meeting Kesepa Baso Ewo Kigali Emunsem Nina no FIFA President Sanshemi or Baby Ewo Kigali Nina no Emunsem Ebebremo and the matches out of Pierre Koso Ewo Ghana Han Sempi Bura clubs no na Sempi and so Yadi Abram Coffee Jumbo and a person who that's Sky with free coffee do any.
That we have some koto body.
Koto body. What's our humor? I won't change.
I in lockdown.
What?
Lockdown. Me won't change. Me who are you?
Oh, sir.
I
don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No, Dabero. Oh, God, what's up, Jubia? Oh, I don't have to boko.
You February no.
But me say we no nka so minimum za ba February no minimum za ba da minimum say o kwa kwa business
o say kitwa bi sorry
okay Dinya dia be bia o fie say wa dia
say ne so bia say di
ba kokos wa here e dey
say ne o responsible say no you the other no you no you remember some
me ma sim na ka say we ko fan chen ko fa okay
papa chen say me nka on the bisi
o the bisi we feel president Kufo we is no one say can make up Teresa Chao
Tomo mukaso wa
also we dey say nya bia bad nya me Chao ba e no say make up Teresa Chao Teresa we dey be slow
to find yo muni pa na ba wiase
we bia nya bia we dey as of the bisi first day ni first week na be gidigiti
we ba ka kan say ni pa na ba wiase obi ni dey obey kura we ko no pa na ba be kesi no wa kin
go for mu di wa table mu tribu ne do
okay dey obano so hu bio nti wa kin dey
oh sa
wa kin mate
se 2 na ye
3
oh okay 3 also okay all right Mutana instead say dem for no ntumo
David
me ba koso job
I want na me venture
just somebody trophy 2 and more chance somebody trophies 2 and
say your chance to get trophy 2 na say
FA Cup a women champions
Gani na mo e na go 29 year
29 in the market somebody could to akwaje kese
all right
and the market order
o say we na kopo
o say
Tony
let's me wish no
all right wish no but
ebebem
all right
and tun cha papa no you be to 5 to so we are making
Tony
I want you now and then be some family to my pefra coast league na
remember person ba studio ka odi enko
and I'm believer how to be me insane
na also am holy da I would tuntum press ya go to president o ba holy da
oh ba
you say nchebo Cote d'Ivoire bra da bi e na mo kotra say hifa
because Senegal
for amount for share alcohol for say resort bi o hot man ni di enko also ko beach soccer oko
say Africa Cup of Nations.
Me can't say Africa Cup of Nations, but me say beach soccer.
I'm a beach soccer.
All right.
I would do an MF into my pefra. Coast League, a Remo second week. Into many fishers credit.
So now you're Tony.
It is a new center where Yasokwa.
The Asia TV is here.
Yasokwa Center. Before somebody kick off, no, or more fun, Yamaka Cremonti, COVID-19 protocols, no, and a players new full.
The coast players, no.
Yeah, coast players, no.
Anopaya.
Okay. Until we are matches calculate me our coco. Some about drumbo penalties.
Okay.
Game be a draw. I'm say penalties say Black Stars. The coming tournament here nyadi. Into the Shankolanase from juvenile.
Okay.
Not just say my build on confidence no from there.
Okay.
Now bobo a draw no more penalties. No more penalties. I'm we under 17. But you're under 13. Near under 15. Near under 17.
Let me add a bit to it. Policy you introduce you. I make GFA.
Okay.
In fact, we bundled it around. Think of a track crowd and FA Cup. If you say no at this level, no, I say to me a pilot program now sana. So much behind the drawer. About penalties. Now the way penalties, now you're 2 points. Now the way you penalty, now you're 1 point.
Okay.
And so we need match on your 3 points. But do be 1-1. But about penalties, 2 penalties, now you're 2 points.
The guys say you know a league some time ago.
Now you inculcate the art of penalty kicks. No, a function no more uniform rostro. That's why I feel we could league the car regulations. So much behind there. On more penalties. Now penalty do be penalty near 2 points.
All right.
Okay.
Generation of Kessben.
And the matches near Asokwa Royals, any B Crystal Palace, Young Arsenal.
Pitches in
also coast
okay.
Astro test no more build no. And then the year for AFCON tournament in the centers ni bi on common for players no ko. Now common son starting board from there. Ebi anka Ken West here. Now ke bi omo de
champions we we say no champion regional champions now. About national competition. We are when they identify very good pitch. Yeah, gada no nyina no mabo. There's prize and trophy no for national. To regional no body we are the champions who gather. No mabo. They are starting here.
Okay. And the matches near Asokwa Royals, any B Crystal Palace, Young Arsenals, any Giok Master Yakubu Ebebo, or Ferricrum Rangers, any Ablodi Ebebo or Central Police Park, the same park, no not just a Sports Council, Stadium Youth Club, and so any Phantom as so a Boston, Caesar, the club not just no answer at me up so come Asokwa Center no 2 games Ebekoso, na Okwa Central so 3 games so at me up so Yakwa State Park and a local derby, and not just stars, and Ebony, and Timasa Udu, and Tani Dandem, Omienu, and so adding to Wakasia Pie State Park, Ebony, any Anoche Ebebon, KFC Samosa, any Manchester United, Kuju Ebeshia, Bermunic, any Mantimovers Ebebo, Tafo Champions, any Young Vipers, Bobo, Ebeshia, Ofori Academy, also Ebesia, Kanti Major Team, no, Enso, any Osika FC, Enso Ebebo, where any games and Enso Ebetim Akosom, our State Park, and Enso Swami runabout to them, Odwani, Enso Extra Sema, Coast League, no, Ebi Enso Kosoho, Okochaba Transfer, Games, Enso Ebekoswa, Yebu Milano FC, any ULC, Enso Ebebonti Coach Mafo, any Mela match, no, Enso Ebetimi Abaso Chaba Parker, and Enso Coast League, Ebetimi Atros into other centers, no, Juvenile League, El Koswa, and Enso any week 2, your Division 1 or so there, and their games anyhow because of FA Cup, no, now me adu much now, Odwani actually Okese Park, or Johnson so there, a Kumaman, Brian Gaspar, or no Enso a ball against Wasaman, where Enso any gamer, and no Enso Ebetimi Abaso, or Yami adu much no me sa, a Joseph Parker, and your Fedja Crocran, where soon the age now, near summer Ecoso uncle for a cross and Tiamat for a 4 kwaba, not yen to fan summer ACC or my master there, Yan Shasam Fenfriaka Stadium, every brim, Africa, Cafe and Champions League, no, and the Confederations Cup, no matter how draw, and so Ebetim Abaso, and quarter final no then your first leg game and so etim eba so not just MC RGS and the work a boy some match no equate pen kwakabako and obi enso etim ehye nam e adom enne games outdoor ho Kaiser Chiefs and Samba ebebo ebenya CR Belouizdad enso and Esperance ebesha El Ali and Mamelodi Sundowns Masantawana enso at the befe so na yakọ CAF Confederations Cup so dia na me adom china and quarter final games no eba so Cotton Sport ebetna Cameroon no mo so any ACF Giraffe mo efi Senegal ebebo na yenye Orlando Paris etna South Africa Orlando Stadium enso any Raja ebeshia CS Fasien ebebo Tunisia enso any JS Kabila fi Algeria na Pyramids achna Egypt abra enso any Enyimba International enso ebebo Air Defense Stadium eno enso ewo Egypt into way any games ebeba so Africa yan Champions the quarter final any Confederations Cup quarter final games eno enso eba so na yebeko yebrem our German league na yebrem Manchester odro eba so the same time na me adoma enne na eba 130 games eba so no am Armenia Belfort omo any TLG 1899 Hoffenheim Bayer Leverkusen ebetna Bay Arena any Union Berlin ebeshia Mönchengladbach enso any VfB Stuttgart ebebo Hertha BSC Berlin any FC Cologne Schalke 04 ebebo Frankfurt Bobo Kennedy at the Freiburg, Ebesha Bayern Munich na Augsburg so and Werder Bremen enso team Apple na me adumo na 2 games na ebeko so Mainz 05 any Borussia Dortmund na RB Leipzig so any Wolfsburg enso team Asia na yakwa the German league na Bayern Munich Agilic Tats no dada 74 RB Leipzig second 64 points Wolfsburg at third 60 points Emma Dortmund at fourth enso 58 points our Germany enso league no Lewandowski was 29 goals, Ellen Bratalan, Asher 25, Andrew Silva, and so Abamodian, Washer 25 goals at the Ama Frankfurt. Now, you call the French League in Sodia. Jordan Bordeaux and Racing Club de Lens ebeshia way a match data 70 only 2 games na drawn down the curtain of French League no na Manchester ayotna am the same time about Savannah Dion and Nantes ebeshia LOSC Lille Metropole ebebo Saint-Etienne Lorraine ebebo Metz Olympique Marseille and Angers Monaco and Stade Rennes ebebo na yenya Montpellier so all Stade Brest ofie all JCNs and Strasbourg Nîmes Olympique and Lyon and afi Paris Saint-Germain and so any Stade Rennes ebebo with any games of French League no and so ebetim abaso Lille at the first 79 Paris Saint-Germain second 76 Monaco at the third 74 fourth Lyon fifth Marseille 209th 18th Nîmes 19th and Lyon and so Echato Mbappe was 25 goals LED goal king race no with Sam Benier the Asher 17 the same goals and I'm a Memphis Depay and so team Asher na yakwa Italian Serie A so Dian the Mr League no Inter Milan AJS Yomona so Manchester outdoor enso eba so aka 2 games na mo so season no eno enso aban awieye na enne abodonko a Genoa and Atlanta ebebo Spezia and Torino enso ebeshia ebofo am Juventus and Inter Milan Derby Italia and also eba so our Allianz Stadiona and enso our Turin Juve and Inter Milan wam enso at the first so Juve ebetim qualify to the Champions League dodo na begina ene match and enso ebetim abaso Roma and SS Lazio ebesha Stadio Olimpico some match in A6 45 fortuna about 10:30 I'm Fiorentina and Napoli Udinese ebetwen Sampdoria Benevento ebebo Crotone na Parma and Sassuolo Calcio match in abaso 6:45 AC Milan enso and Cagliari Calcio ebebo na on Monday Hellas Verona enso and Bologna enso abo our Stadio Marc Antonio Bertingodi we enso any game on Monday and enso ebaso Inter Milan first more Agishiri and Somona so Atlanta at the second AC Milan at the third and after Napoli for at the 4 points gap no I'm 2 points and separating and the top 4 enti Ohema second Atlanta 75 AC or the same point 75 and Napoli at the 4th I was 73 Juventus at the FIFA enso I was 72 points na eto on the Benevento at the 18th 19th Crotone and a Parma at the 20th Ronaldo and the LED race no for them Golden Boot Award no the Capo Canieri Ronaldo Asher 28 Lukaku our 22 Luis Moreira Atlanta on enso Abamodin Asher 22 goals na yeto so ekwadem Spanish Premier League Bundesliga Manchester outdoor Basso French League Basso Spain so enye izikra Deportivo Alaves the same time no bia enso Ebonti 4:30 Alaves ebeba Granada Atletico Bilbao ebesha Real Madrid San Mamés Atletico Madrid ebo Wanda Metropolitano Stadium against Osasuna FC Barca ebo Camp Nou Celta Vigo Real Betis ebetwen Huesca Real Sociedad ebo Real Valladolid Valencia Mestalla against SZ Eibar Villarreal and Sevilla Getafe and Levante Nafi Cadiz and Elche and so team Abon and Atletico Madrid edikan 80 points Real Madrid at a second 70 78. Barca at the third 76. Sevilla at the fourth and 74 points at all. 18th Valladolid, 19th Elche and at 20th Eibar. The race for the Pichichi, the Osha most goals. Messi Asher 29, Benzema Asher 22, Gerard Moreno our 22 goals. Our Spain also a league no na yɛkɔ the Premier League ɛno one match team ɛba so Newcastle United and Man City boy Man City share 4-3 ɛno Yao Cancelo ɛkɔnya first goal Eddie Man City na Ferran Torres ɛto so ɛbɔ hat-trick ɛde so ɛno City ɛwini by 4 goals to 3 game ɛno ɛnso team ɛba so na ɛnɛ ɛbɔ 11:30 Burnley ɛbɛtena Turf Moor any Leeds United ɛbɛhyia na Southampton any Fulham match no ɛno ɛnso team ɛba so Brighton any West Ham game no ɛnso ɛnwumɛ no nso ana Premier League game no ɛno ɛnso ɛbɛteam aba so na me adomɔkye na ɛbɔ 11 Crystal Palace ɛbɛhyia Aston Villa na Tottenham any Wolverhampton this match no ɛno ɛnso team aba so West Bromwich Albion and Liverpool game no ɛnso ɛyɛ ɔkyena 3:30 no Everton and Sheffield United match no ɛnso team aba so at 6 p.m. way any games okay the English Premier League and ɛnso ɛbɛteam aba so Man City Agile League need that Edikan 83 points Man United at a second was 70. Leicester at that third. Was 66 points. Jordan fourth and so Chelsea. And so was 64 points. Liverpool at the fifth. Was 60. West Ham at the sixth. And so Ekita 58 points. Jordan seventh. Tottenham 8th. Everton 9th. Arsenal and at least at that 10th. You got 218th. Fulham 19th was Bromwich Albion and at Sheffield H2. Echo relegation dada. And so 17 points. Golden Boot Award. Hurricane Asher 21. Salah 21, Bruno Fernandes Asher 18 and Sonny Men and so Asher 17 goes out. You call the English FA Cup and then our Wembley about 4:15 and Chelsea and then Leicester City at the ball. We are the grand finale of the English FA Cup and so a team about so Wembley and you call Istanbul. So let me add more and a man Champions League final about so Chelsea Mano and the Barca and so Ebeshia not one sign from the and it's a Paris Saint-Germain and Icardi last year and Yamako pa o team abamodен ehye 20 goals wabra na wabata the 4 game season we there enya ade afakra ade awanom wahye 12 in 26 games say Paris Saint-Germain almost team and rely on Icardi ebetim out on summer na another player and so team aba under Herrera and so Bokela Navas and Marquinhos abaso sasa 2 players off the field and on the field influence a greater mienu actual show true leadership abo Paris Saint-Germain after league no 3 points behind Lille that first name so still GD pass league no enso ebetim age na amnema any Marquinhos anya call up Brazil at the 24-man squad at the aba ebebo June World Cup qualifiers the Seleção's airball na 2 games bonum Ecuador and Paraguay some matches na ebeba so nyame adma next month Brazil for call up na bye na Marquinhos any Neymar oko PSG players so ya every Brazilian enso etim anya call up na yakwa Bayern can say flick league no agye we players no anya nkwada entin ko makonya seka players no wives family entin enfrifie na kom enjoy players no baby a enso air camp no na so nya de a sadly no authorities am akwan because yes normal breach COVID-19 protocols no enti families ni players no anya akonya so wives and ma no enso ebetim apa hotel a enso da bra league no enso one apa enso bo edi awie Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting ne Madi Monti obenya contract extension bamni for and the contract na afebako enso ebetim aka Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting na last year ya and the free Paris Saint-Germain enso adwane bamni komo enso club no na eko similar na Brahim Diaz Real Madrid Lonia on enso airport edi ama AC was na ni Japan nyame aduma says we pa na we ya na be come back to his parent club name okasa ni Japan dey obi party a na chese no crab because opeso boa ema AC man omo ye big club omo sem fata some betim abo Europa League omo fata some be the Elite League Champions League no into 2 games no dey also AC 40 me winning na Champions League no enso team qualify na the tennis Antonio Cassano oko Italy are boss so many big clubs no so eka so GD pass AC Milan top 4 no betim qualify na for next year Champions League no enso team akwakobo na yekọ Italia Serie A no all the class obia esusi kasam Inter Milan shout say some players no edu komo start be players no epe cut no beji atum na akachwa ne ba ebeji bi na efa ne de enso de ache Inter for started study no all the 19 other clubs at Mwajima any federation FIGC ekasa se players no entiase na afi mali salary no sika week be de momo no entiase bi pa betua no after 4 months bi pa players no entiase na enso team enfa check because COVID-19 no amasika sam akwakoye den Italian clubs no na Sam Castellayo AC Milan player or season man for abo AC Milan chi pa na nso bi wo ha na ensem vata 1 Milan squad no do say was Zlatan any experience players kakra na nso dodo na enkola den a de monate point be from enti atemdidie ne de terabia na too much enso hono bra Milan for say 2 games aka no enso ebetim ahye Ronaldo eba ne former club Sporting Lisbon abaso last week Jane first league title in 19 years now Ronaldo the message eba ya ball Lisbon for abasaman for Ellen Kenny say Ronaldo season we bana wi abesa come back to Portugal na an agent Jorge Mendes about pointing wa be di bank ceremony se nyane kwa jane client Ronaldo oni plan bia se obekọ back to Portugal na akosi akanda man the former club eno enso Lisbon Lukaku say Inter Milan enye team no build around one player build around all the players into here at a point na at the bench na Alexis Sanchez ball at a point na Lautaro at the bench na obifu for ball ni nyan say Inter Milan players no obia so capable so starting game obetim aboama Inter Milan for enso enya 3 points no na Inter Milan former player Wesley Sneijder was league na Inter Milan for AGN no ohia 2010 group Inter Milan Nigeria trouble esomona so under Jose no or some WhatsApp group bi na sub players boama Inter Milan AGS 3 trophies no WhatsApp group no ekopa say Inter for AGS Scudetto for the first time in 11 years no celebrate ye pa na Sneijder say player bakwa was surprising why impression so much Lukaku say free another league eba na away at media na eba na so still can look at editor na chia what me aboma Inter for AG League no honey player wa born home modern passes way at ama Inter Milan wo enso club no David Italia eba so ene no 9 ohia Inter Milan the AG League no enti ka ho bia ehia san ka match very very tough and ka Juve mom and a match here mo na so according to ex Inter Milan boss right the enso ade Marco Tardelli was say match big because of nipa mienu benya or say Antonio Conte ono former coach Emma Juve o we entokwa ada Conte ene Juve ntama Conte obekọ Ired second bia so Inter Milan ebetim ni sa match no na enye ono nko so hwe so a Beppe Morata enso every Juve and a Johnny Inter CEO no so be say the current club ebedi the former club no enso enkunimtie ne and asa derby Italia match no and enso eba so at all costs so na Fiorentina press our dream says Zidane or call trophies or betting agent no kwan na no akọ Spain na media na report says Zidane or call dia and a coach back beba Raul Gonzalez ono enso club legend says okore madam Kasia ho a na Raul Obono Juma says the Zidane ekwa Raul enso ebetimi abashem as manager e ama Real Madrid mo enso club no na Real Madrid dey wakoda ono enso ebo left back ne din Miguel Gutierrez last week obo Juma yepa na de ba enso we dey omonya from so said your moye Accra Fakimia eton makoda no enso eko boy ema Inter Milan sa we nko ade be makoda na develop na be a better player enso Real Madrid mo enso aso ye Barca aso ya one Laporta or prioritize the number 1 and say obenya Ellen Bratalan than say obema Messi team atena because Messi age any side onyini enti Barca for your mo pecking order na player omunya na beboa pa Ellen Bratalan eno na president ne person ye rather than say on Messi be kasa ema Messi contract be usama no Messi enso team renew edi ama Barca wo enso club no enso wo ho enso anemo na ye kwa man Champions League na Asitat Oshola Barca for emano wo enso play free Nigeria na osesa match de enye match ke to akra ose 2 years ago Chelsea mano ehwo for Abrano no so na kan edi ma Lyon emano we dey a revenge edi man to ochina ono Asitat Oshola beboa ema Barca mano enso ene Chelsea the man finals na Champions League omo enso etimi age e de so mo na so na Jesse Lingard and Man United 4% omo de no ko na omo ko swap deal Emma Ellen Bratalan enso efi Dortmund be si akan enso Emma United omo enso e club no enso ho na ye the English FA Cup final match and enso e boss and Wembley Jimmy Vardy was so no deal say ne Leicester City etimi age the finals of the English FA Cup omo timi wini na omo ji trophy ni so mo na so na che so beka send carrier na aye successful abra ono enso sina kan e de Emma Leicester omo enso club no na Brendan Rodgers Leicester omo enso manager also omo ne the pioneers of the smaller clubs so omo age trophies in 2016 Leicester and the G League no omo ene the pace set san kwada ne benya confidence league omo bono omo enso ebetimi agenti Chelsea omo eye big Leicester eye underdogs ne so ne omo age FA Cup na omo be bie kwan ema other smaller clubs in the confidence league no any other clubs no mo yiro mo ho a omo enso ebetimi age e de so mo na so na Thomas Tuchel Bob Mason Mount abaso was arrival Chelsea in the first match Mason Mount at na bench ever since Mount enhwe na chibiem every game obo ni nyane chese oye adwumaden pa na lineup no ono enso etim ebrem Christian Pulisic so oni bia akona ne je because Chelsea say try bia ofi bench na eba de na so beko so fight for his place na onu kwan say oja ho na kosi akan e de Emma club ne so ne FA Cup no de omo enso yeso mo enso ebetim age e de so mo na so David Louis after 2 years epra e de mo de my from Tias na fo be ja na kwan Emma David Louis ono enso etim akọ Man United for some de ambeka yes green light fans about 1,000 ebetimi 10,000 fans ebetimi about last 2 games of Premier League no Man United fans no e won say unofficially Yankasa fans Emirates Stadium po aye demo and some of the Nema to Tukwema or betting my security aye tight into welcome fans about 10,000 a cut 2 games now almost betting my fans no and so at him about Pep Guardiola bought Ferran Torres about so and Ferran Torres bought as a first 9 na onya hat-trick or so be consider sa akodano in the finals of the Champions no betting edgenemu na was see kan Eddie Amasi to club no Julian Lesco so no dia or who say was Gabriel Jesus or other option because or here City nyesi anya dia omo rely on no I'm Gabriel to Thiago Alcantara or see his life on whom player or selfless to set Roberto Firmino every day ye bonachi nenso onya ball me and you pa obeso pia ama ni play ogina ye ema no enso e de ball no enso e de tonati Thiago and Bobby Firmino ono so abaso award winner
all right Tony Montana Enfensia na fie ne so bit match adeka
of course
okay. All right Ronaldo Virginia Daruma enche beche credit now they go phones weekend what me etwa ho krankra CAF executive committee say din kan kan we intro no no omo Asia ewo Kigali ene memendei na President Nankasa Patrice Motsepe ona ebeche sa meeting ni nyantie say Gianni Infantino FIFA president obeba sa nhyiamu ebi na enemo mokodwendwen ho no emubi any the implementation of the Pan-African Schools football competition or championship omokodwendwen ho ankro mbefa so a omo mama sadi etimi abem sanso and a CAF FIFA refereeing agreement and a FIFA CAF $1 billion infrastructure development project inano omwa kodwendwen sanse mi nyina sanso number 2022-24 competitions calendar no omo ebedwen ho na emunsem bebrebe before our meeting the CAF president obey meeting ahodo on 6 CAF zonal union presidents no ebeye meeting Sekafa Kosafa UNAF UNIFAC WAFU A WAFU B nina no CAF mpani for any ombishia ansana sa meeting karakai etimi abas ko fejambo obetiu kakra bia man ansana ye wura Europe na fia South Africa na Ghana kakra
comment first one is the Pan-African
schools football competition.
Yeah. What they want to do is so for instance in Ghana the Ghana Education Service will be involved. If I'm trying simple schools football.
Okay.
Schools football. And the Ghana Education Service and the GFA about collaborate under the auspices of CAF and FIFA. Yeah. Share schools football mukina CAF president Patrick Motsepe Nankasa I donated them from the Motsepe Foundation. I donated $10 million. $10 million into this project. But football in free as a coach I starting on to be linked with schools. Into a baller, you must be in school. Because football, no, the career, the last part of a footballer, I am saying, Apple Swan is about 20 years. Take 60 years, take 20 years out of your life. 14 I cannot be then. Kakao di kakre you be from 1 hour to be 18, 19. Now they cannot so essence. So would you like another 20 years be? Sinyakopo 70 years, another 30 years, or altogether 50 years. So only 20 bobo are there now the way. And you must be in school. And for you to participate actively in Nkwankwa board said they are starting juvenile football, coach football, you must be in school.
Okay.
So they support the system where bobo is inter-school cinema. So the program will be organized or supervised by the Ghana Education Service and the Ghana Football Association. So I never call country be there. Okay. One project. Then the FIFA CAF refereeing when they say
before so we call no so no. They say the na money abuy no for school sports near the no say with me as about back.
No, as for
especially football GFA.
Yeah, GFA they started what do you call the coach football. Yeah. They started and then the aim is that Sesen Korano most of them a student and on beti meba. But going forward because of what CAF the ban be rule out and no share executive council now. The dynamics and policy direction of Celebis Marani Sadia no Omud Beba. And then to be the Ghana Football Association and the Ghana Education Service to implement that. But what I say from directive, and then you do it country specific based on country biano instead of system city and how I'm implement here. No, it's a good thing. Everybody there will be collaboration between the GF and the Ministry of Education, especially the Ghana Education Service under the Ministry of Education.
Okay. Refereeing.
Yes. FIFA CAF refereeing program. No, the FIFA there ban say CAF would list 20 professional referees. And na Ghana, Nyamia Yadum, our own Danielai, I was listening so.
Okay.
You can professional referee abusum you tualka. So you can go to sleep, wait major with more Ghana. Now focus will be BI refereeing. Every day no refereeing. Because busum you tualka. Who come out you're on salary.
Referees there. CAF referees.
Yeah, little referees no more African as let you know. And now because Ghana,
your CAF.
Yes, CAF
FIFA
referees. Yes, CAF FIFA referees. FIFA referees from African. Mo ye juma under CAF no. Na me say Ghana ye nya one. Ye dey Daniel Lai. But akro one Joshua Bundo, Bamlak Tasama, Gerard Rayad. I mean the referees no more system Papa Gassama, all those quality referees no system ni mu nyina. Jerisa omunyina. Wow. You can't elite referees no more African or more CAF no. Ghana. You better make up with me bia.
CAF.
Yes, the man who come from FIFA.
Wow.
Joe, and yeah, CAF.
But I'm told say this is Utumrika Videli.
So what you say?
We work at we are monitor from CAF.
What you say?
One Kodak Rokra.
Say you are a professional referee now. This is how we are professional broadcasting. Yeah. We about Juma every day. It is a say we are Juma Henu. Joe, a difficult say between us Juma say we say headmaster or say Konongo. Why don't now combine two? You are a professional broadcaster now. It is now no. We are professional referee. Your job is refereeing. So bet to another business be out on the private business, but it's difficult for you to be in another full-time employment. Okay. Because every day your focus is on refereeing. Because you try for being a referee. What you try. So when say we are professional referee, you know, Joe, you are most very likely say more assignments because you're a professional referee. Yeah. Every day you are training, and I'm saying we are lucky. Ghana as a country said that Elai is on that list. Okay. And it's good money.
Good money, yeah.
It's good money.
It's
very, very good money.
Okay.
And every day, what they are referring and then in dollars. Yes, in dollars. Those who are not practicing, who are not practicing, Busumbi are need 12 cars, professional referee. And then Elai is young. It is of course why it's you just about we did and that's a call retirement. Do we a big call retirement? You can never go off. Obedi dia companies say friend no. Okay, if you find instructor, okay, say how courses because of baby we do say no as a CAF or FIFA elite referee here in Africa.
Okay.
And no omo no ebe shemukena for them to implement that. The CAF facility omo referees na wie. Until then omo ni FIFA will go into that partnership and then sign it off.
As a Gianni Infantino or special interest omo chepem.
Africa.
Otaiba executive ESCO meeting. CAF ESCO meeting.
Let's have a quick run at Dubai. Madam
Kigali or wow.
Atubi. Sir, sir, executive council meetings. They say GFA. The president of GFA can decide to today invite Joe Laka to come and participate in our meeting, and he'll come.
Many FIFA president, make a FIFA president.
So now he's coming there on the invitation of the CAF president. So I'm a member of the CAF ESCO, but the CAF president can invite him to be part. And then the normal baby Breveno, a FIFA inclined. So our Pan-African school competition, and if FIFA CAF refereeing program, FIFA inclined. It needs to make inputs.
Okay. And a FIFA CAF $1 billion infrastructure development.
Almost about some percent come countries and come back salons, no stadium, we stadium. And then I call around so move stadium crown my abo World Cup qualifiers. We say no count crown postpone World Cup qualifiers. Big countries like Senegal, Mali, one stadium are eligible to host FIFA World Cup qualifier. So until we understand the person must certain countries the minimum parameters need and then discussion as to eligibility criteria. Now more ABC stadium know the amount whether a BOT or whatever it is. Until after an executive council meeting on Kigali, Rwanda no Joe you bring the details of that. But I think that's a very, very welcoming and refreshing way say to improve infrastructure for football across Africa, especially countries or infrastructure level no or form for football.
All right. Yo, and again, young Europe kakrai.
Okay, so yeah. Nanka me person me share Sundowns ne ali match ne ketwa before.
So in Africa.
Oh, okay, okay.
Africa. No rock kakrai.
All right. So you me shall say from the German Bundesliga. So actually the major leagues in Europe, teams are likely say more in the last fixtures are betting about the Europa Cup now likely to be Borussia Dortmund, Liverpool, and then team my friend Juventus. Till by the German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich Yomo, RB Leipzig Yomo, Aka the next team also to me to participate in the UEFA Champions League next season. And so share per points. Team at that team friend Wolfsburg and Borussia Dortmund at that fourth. But points at that just 2 points. You expect say team friend Borussia Dortmund against Mainz no. The last 6 games Mainz are they are yet to lose. Almost share 8 team friend Bayern Munich, Hertha Berlin, and then they played Wolfsburg. All these games and now they say Mainz 8 team elusu. But also Borussia Dortmund winning the DFB Pokal and to be boosted almost so well, and they know say with the talent available say almost better keep Ellen Haaland now keep Jadon Sancho so much in the market for Abrante and Jude Bellingham. They need to participate in the UEFA Champions League next season. Until almost so she say with the games ahead of them, almost Leipzig in a team of Wolfsburg. BBH check the form of Leipzig in the German Bundesliga. Almost lose the DFB Pokal to Dortmund here, but with their form, they feel say a team of Leipzig, every team share Wolfsburg. No almost what team share team of Mainz 05, and some of team that qualification or year in their quest to compete for the UEFA Champions League next season. And that's a Dortmund fairly behind. No man team and in the Champions League. Barcelona in the market for Ellen Haaland. And pay the interviews ya Fiorentino Perez ko grantee or edging greato. Okase almost just gather a certain amount of money to go in for Ellen Haaland. Manchester City again, and so she say in the absence of Sergio Aguero, omubenya a proper number 9. Amana Babeka Gabriel Fernando Jesus in attack. Inti Sergio, all these factors considered. Next my friend Dortmund and Siaka in the UEFA Champions League. Liverpool are in the market for Jadon Sancho, and again, likely say Manchester United next season. So almost beating a sanko for Abrante Ayefeno, Jadon Sancho, and Manchester City, moreover, and so here's on meeting the Jude Bellingham. So all these 3 talented players are almost the academy of Dortmund. So Dortmund and Timian participating in the Champions League. There's no way these players Hans Joachim Waski, I grant interview there to just say Haaland will stay. yate se Mino Roland so can sem say on teams be kasa ye kai meeting okoye with Wagner Ribeiro and then Jonathan Bennett with Juan Laporta in Barcelona. Now Moshe say betimi about Barcelona ma all these young talents coming through the ranks no betimi anya chance to play for Barcelona next season. Until the Dortmund beat him, they keep all these boys a qualification to the UEFA Champions League and playing against Mainz. Said you, I'm expecting Dortmund so Muberi now live again. So it's me as a Wolfsburg. No man a chance to participate in the Champions League. So call Italy. One big game now ever and a Juventus versus Tima, your friend Inter Milan. Again, so should be a Juventus that or check the points of Tima, your friend, the two Milan clubs, or check Atlanta, now I check Napoli. Lazio, the Omadia to Mr. Mokakusiakan in the Europa Cup, in Tiasio no Moda, and a Juventus Air, so almost bet me and Shanoma Climbo Abaso to participate in the Champions League. But Nemo Moya Day at Yamom. Omo against a Tima politically. Omo and Sembebreka, ya narrated the history between Juventus and Team FN Italy, and the man Yenya, the Derby the Italia, and the man the rivalry between Umberto Agnelli and then Papa friend Dr. Massimo Moratti, and so it me by the rivalry by Inter Milan and then Juve and them. Again, Team FN Inter Milan after Dr. Massimo Moratti eto team de ma Steven Zang no. Omo pese omo team dominated the Italian Serie A no de omo ye and say omo far too expert part of the Juventus train into straight away say Piolo Usilio when it comes to being the sporting director and call for Juventus Beppe Murata into after a team I friend Crouton any Inter Milan match no Beppe Murata a grantee interview Football Italia for no Mubisa and say or Beppe so Bessa could you be on or say that be Cecilia baby or baby or Bebo Antonio Conte no much me dominating the Italian Serie A. Inti one Juventus sporting director and an Inter for Kofane bar. Again, Antonio Conte ako England, ako G the league, ako G the FA Cup, when Timian competed so well when it comes to Europe, and then on your problem with certain players, and our free Chelsea, EBFE. Now there were links. So coach it me friend married, but Sergio Ramos and the lives no Timian print, and I'm check the philosophy of a coach of Antonio Conte. No more believe say na there be boa Real Madrid and or the bar Inter Milan. Again, another Juventus student and Antimian Kojuva on Subabe PMO Inter Milan. Let's not forget, say Juventus team here who are on Champions League final menu. And normal loses Scudetto to Inter Milan. In the process, our team decided to all burden was Antonio Conte. And one team competing in Europe and Yahoo, a baby as a Europa, Nimodebo and Seni, and a Mazimiliano Allegre before that team or the Cup of final in 2014-2015 in Berlin. In TNS, Pobia, no bit me as a stop a Juve dominance in the Italian Serie A. It is Conte. And last season, Oba he was second on the league table. Okay, can't say maybe. On you had the support from Steven Zang, on you had the support from Beppe Murata, on you had the support from the unflinching supporters. Omodu almost support Edemano. Players are asking for no, on you in Abeka Inter Milano, and said you, and on Nembe, and I'm Inter Achima, Siriana, Omobeba against Juventus, no, Omo Etimi, Eda First, no. Dear Bema, planning in a real pay and they say Omo Juventus, Intimin qualify for the UEFA Champions League. Inti omo be make sure say game e beba so the J Arena no omo betimi asay Juventus party no, but it's a difficult style. Say Juventus again so omo person omo attract certain players, so omo person omo keep certain players, so omo person omo nyeska to pay the likes of Matthias de Ligt, Cristiano Ronaldo, Alvaro Morata, and all these guys so omo betimi assign omo na they need to be in the UEFA Champions League, and by the quality available you don't expect Juve to participate in the Europa Cup. Into omo betimi aye bibia so omo betimi ase etima your friend Inter Milan it is just for the bragging right. But so Andre Pella said you cannot trust him. The game of boy against AC Milan. No, be any Milan any form. And when you're the best of Milan team that you expect to dismantle a friend Juventus. But all the way on team friend Juventus by 3 goals 2-0. Juve Elba against Fiorentina. No, BN himself. So Oshe team I fan Fiorentina. They depend on Vlahovic and then Abranti I fan Frank Ribili Bila. Omo campaign Oma Tone the number Juventus in Federico Chiesa. But yet again, Andre Pelu and Timmy Nina Fiorentina Nima Sergio Olusuye. This game will be more of a bragging right, and then Yabeshe Adi Antonio Conte beat my. But it is the J Arena and Juve super person big people pride, you know. So I'm losing again for the first time after 2011-2012 of AC Milan Nigeria. On be person on big people pride, you know, by beating my friend Inter Milan. No more so team keep the pace, you know, on Atalanta in the Italian Serie A. No more team competing in the Champions League. Sergio, I'm going in for a slim win for team my friend Juventus. Okay. Now to Spain.
Before we go Spain, I mean some family back to transfer. Sorry, we are now Kano. Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
No share 3 goals against Leicester. Obe on the bit of succeed Aguero na. Say I'm a Man City omure yefi Erling Haaland 154 million pounds. So small boy with my replace Aguero.
There we said you.
Because he's also the no more say Omanya successor Aguero. Omure yefi Erling Haaland transference and some crowd.
Sergio Adeba Obenya from Pep Guardiola and say or your coach ultimately invented and ultimately change the style of play so far as players are concerned. So here Ferran Torres from Valencia or a right-sided forward.
Okay.
And I said the friend number 7 on Obo. And I said up out the back left. But at Valencia and I'm Goncalo Gudesinti now on the right side of the Valencia team. Now a player obey a bit direct kakra from Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, and Bernardo Silva. It is all Ferran Torres. On yet twist and 10 players now from these players I mentioned, you know. He wanted a player that would be so direct. You need that particular winger in the EPL. It is why the teams are so successful in the EPL. They have direct wingers. But in the Pep Guardiola, he depends so much on east wing wingers or forwards in wide areas. And you know, a player will be a bit different from the wingers now. No, Ferran Torres by. Ferran Torres says so game, but at a point, Abra almost decides to put the pace, you know, on Manchester United and Liverpool. No, now so sticking to guys who are experienced in the EPL and players now almost so loyal to him. Almost system now say, bet me aside here a bit of creative in advanced zone for Manchester City. And our bench here branch Ferran Torres. In two game now born in Rana. Ferran Torres is still on the right, or Raheem Sterling on the left, and about Gabriel Jesus up front. Until Pep can play the force now with Ferran Torres being the main man in attack. But as it stands now, he's banging in the goals for them. But technically, you not get a successor for Sergio Aguero. But tactically, you can get a successor in Ferran Torres, especially so decided to obey his attacker. But I still feel say next season, so as do, he will still compete with Bernardo Silva and then Abrante and Riyad Mahrez on the right. Up front, in some games, the coach may decide to use him, and then Gabriel Jesus will be competing. But for now, he still need to keep the pace on the right. And a honey baby, a honey baby was show from Valencia, was show from the Spanish national team, and then even in the Manchester City against Newcastle, almost show by 4 goals to 2. No, or team SR born on the right. So he's a right-sided forward, and that is where you get the best out from that particular player.
Oh, okay. Yes, Uncle Dortmund. Jesse Lingard. Say, West and for Brepa, who's only $100,000 a week in the Amano. Man, you've hoped some use to play a make which a imagine some Cocofana. Or Matthias Jesse Lingard or Dortmund.
Sergio, they can agree. So I share on market now. This time they are in love with the English players.
Okay.
Jude Bellingham, an English boy. Let's not forget Jadon Sancho too. Again, almost a GM Rechan. Into players almost in the EPL no. These days Dortmund are acceptable. Again, let's not forget English guys now who say teams now Germany muna, they will give you opportunity to play no matter your age. If you check the age of Jude Bellingham, check the age of that Chelsea boy now, Bayern Munich Chelsea na in Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now Bayern Siska Biombe to their fan. Leroy Sané was performing for Manchester City, but he wasn't a complete starter. And the next day he rotates, the next day he comes in, the next day he comes from the bench. But of course, a team like friend Bayern Munich, he's a starter for Bayern Munich. Into Omunina who say, if you are a young boy, na se o pese o career ne ko animu na a deal from Bundesliga bar e o straight away okoji. Look at those Arsenal boys and omunya bi ma omude call the Bundesliga, the likes of Kolasinac and the likes of Squadra Mustafi. Omuko and straight away they are started for their respective teams in the German Bundesliga. And it's already Jadon Sancho now. Omu rating around 80 million, 90 million to 100. Or the form of Jesse Lingard or bar to that particular team. Straight away he will be competing with Torgan Hazard and the likes of Rafael Guerrero in the Dortmund team. And it says Jadon Sancho in and then Ellen Abranti FN Jesse Lingard out. So it is obvious Dortmund will accept it.
Okay.
It depends on Sika or Mondebekas or Modekao. But if you look at the project of Hans Joachim Watzke, definitely will accept that boy. And Oko West Ham ka krebi. So the wako yen wo top teams will even accept him. Say, be opportunities na a Shademan in Manchester United. Be the plan of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I believe so unfit into the scheme of things. And a very direct player, very efficient, and on your player because we are technically gifted, on your so much skillful and on improvising so much, he will perfectly fit into the efficiency of the Bundesliga and the plan of Dortmund very, very well. This is you. I feel Dortmund will accept him.
Okay, quick one before so we call Spain. Can I say one here? Erling Haaland, say Barcelona eventually almost Sakana. Obabe the most important player of Barcelona na because you see you want the issues to be including that of Messi. The here we pa Erling Haaland. And make create problem be Messi Haaland say eventually on Barcelona.
Sergio,
na say na Messi is be fast we.
Okay, Sergio, say Haaland ebe to Messi. Neymar, Luis Suarez, Thierry Henry, Samuel Eto'o, David Villa, all played under Messi. Erling Haaland for me is one exceptional talent. Barcelona team led that it has always been led by South Americans. Not even Reynolds Michel, not even Johan Cruyff. The dream team, check it. Eddie Babisi, EG Champions League in 2006, winning it in 2010, winning it in 2011, winning it in 2014. It has always been a team for the South Americans. Barcelona and Real Madrid, and now I'm France for no, I'm Argentina for no, I'm Spain for no, BT Cuba. Into one. So the Erling Haaland bar, you are bringing in a player who will accept to play behind Lionel Messi. One. Again, you are bringing in another politician in Messi. And here know the politics neighbor. You look at the Erling Haaland Mino Raiola connection and say, Joe, Tima Mino Raiola na kuma swadi anani player ojini di bekobi a ohe team ne pa. Ye huadia okoye at the AC Milan with the days of Gigi Donnarumma. Or decided to come Pia so Bema Donnarumma free team and then probably join team Air Chelsea or Juventus until Massimiliano Mariberi and Chiamana convince Donnarumma man is there. Look at what Mino Raiola is doing for Paul Pogba, and look at the problem and the number of issues with the legends of Manchester United and the English press. And one report at the Haaland bar, Barca need him. They need a conventional centre forward or added so much to their play. But again, you are bringing in a politician. The agent not teaching in so many troubles. But if Messi is fit and he is playing, Haaland will even accept. Say he will be playing behind Messi because we will need any talent, not even quarter of the talent of Messi. None about the competing. And one Laporta knows, say Messi or any opinion will be me account history anymore when it comes to the Barcelona setup to one Laporta, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and the likes of Edmilson, Thiago Motta, and all those guys work under him. Into only what the South Americans stand for when it comes to the Barcelona setup, and they know Messi is an institution within the Barcelona setup. A croning in our Osaka stadium in our Barcelona be Osaka, and he is the captain of the side.
All right. Now let's move to Spain.
So ATM air ball against Osasuna, and Madrid air ball against Bilbao. And again, ATM so show the last game on boy. Now check Madrid last game on boy. Makase when it get to last minute say team and friend Madrid now beat me and trust on because Omo na yibida. And to share ball on ball against Granada. They were so direct and very efficient. Omo anko dane dan omo anko body effect. No, also almost say a Granada and Tentem because they knew. Say, Omo and Timmy and Yiliguya, they will go trophyless. Atletico Madrid soon him says, and how they pump into their setup. League way there, it is up for the grabs, and Diego Pablo Simeone need to win to save his job. into ono so ohwe last game boy and tempa na NG Korea mu wie adwuma no until say pressure na bomb so against Sociedad. Omo ba against Osasuna. Omo form ni hu bebrebe. But there are certain guys who are very, very good at. So one she show team omo betimi how. But again, so Atletico Madrid set up now. Luis Suarez is back. Joao Felix is back. Yannick Carrasco is in a fantastic form. And omo etimi ashicho omo defense ni though they are conceding. But again, so Simeone, Jose Maria Jimenez will be available for this particular encounter. It is either Felipe, Luis, Savage or Jimenez. If you decide to go in for a 3-back, no about Trippier and then Abrantia Efen Hamosu. Because of the defensive solidity, we benched Ronaldo in the last few games. A midfield of Coca Resurrection and the last game we decided to say Obe bench Abrantia Efen Saul because Geoffrey Kondobia emanated transitional play in midfield. So what should Osasuna team now? They have young talent like Roberto Torres, the likes of Javi Martinez, a lot of guys, David Garcia, and then Aridan Hernandez, that talent now. To showcase a performance in the Spanish La Liga. But again, they will depend so much on their goalkeeper. We the top 4 goalkeepers now more the Spanish La Liga in Frima. On a high percentage rate in terms of saving 75% for a team I friend Osasuna. And this is a team. That's why I'm goalkeeper so so you are talking of Sergio Herrera Piron. On a so with the form of Yannick Carrasco, NG Korea in attack, and Luis Suarez, so I'm expecting Atletico Madrid to win. And again, I'm a best extended lead, till Madrid so beat me about. Madrid they bar against Marcelino's Atletico Bilbao. Osha Bilbao in su game na they've been on and off. Games ni bu anu you and Obian we say almost Barcelona in that cap. No Obian so mo de body beat me as well. Omutimi Atletico Madrid at home at the San Mamés. But after beating Atletico Madrid, form again has been on and off. Inaki Williams will come in for this particular game. Raul Garcia will be available, but the key man, Atletico Bilbao beating me stay in this particular game. Normal prevented my friend Real Madrid from scoring. That would depend on Abrantia friend Inigo Martinez. But with the form of Benzema, Vinicius Junior, and Madrid knowing very well, say BBA beat me in the Spanish La Liga. And I said, I'm expecting Real Madrid to win, and then Atletico Madrid so beat me. I say, Team IFN Osasuna at the Wanda Metropolitano. Okay. Now to the big game. Chelsea versus Leicester City.
4:15.
Yes.
This afternoon.
Me to say all kind of number of years to my friend Leicester City.
Yeah.
Yes.
137.
I feel no more people finals.
Yes. Only bid that.
Sergio. Chelsea any say ya ball my basso, ya rate you ya can't send me baby after my stock on. But Oman she na so man prepare almost so well for such encounter. Appellations, the superlatives here they are described they will come back to zero. Until now no na can wa say Thomas Tuchel and Timmy and Champions League no. So and Timmy and FA Cup now. All these words that were used to describe his tactics and his philosophy within the Chelsea setup now will come back to zero. He knows it. The last time at Chelsea and Leicester City about the King Power no, they lost by 2-0. Again, the Chelsea team are very much aware of this particular encounter. So you share this game Barcelona. Brendan Rodgers and su team ni team bia. It is so difficult to predict them. Look at how they played against Crystal Palace and look at how they played against my friend Manchester United. Again, Open Star we say Open going for a 3-back of Kagla Soyuncu, Evans, and then Abrantia friend Wesley Fofana. No about James Justin. And I say Luke Thomas on the left. No about Branch FN Mark Albrighton or Alvaro Pereira on the right, and also Obebo Timothy Castan on the right. Again, Oberson was going for a 4-back of James Justin or Luke Thomas. No about Branch FN Timothy Castan, John Evans and Okagla Sayunku and Obebo in the midfield of Winfred Idindi, Yuri Talisman, James Madison, and then Abrantia friend Mark O'Brien in attack. Obian himself, Ayonzo Perez, you're very much aware. Said the form of quality here, Nacho, and in a big game, you cannot rely on any proper forward. but Nipa Betime rely on him should be Jimmy Vardy for big occasions. Until on him said these are the men for this particular game. Chelsea team near intact, everybody is available, and Matthew Kovacic will be available for this particular encounter. The Thomas Tuchel was obviously stick with his 3-back of Thiago Silva, Christiansen, and then Abrante Fene, Anthony Rudiger with Ben Chilwell, Cesar Azpilicueta, and then Abrante Fene, Jorginho, N'Golo Kante in midfield. In attack of Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and then Timo Werner in attack. So Chelsea decide to go in for Timo Werner and then Kai Havertz. Then the Leicester City defense will have a lot of work to do. Ejumane say you have two attackers are almost stagnant. Timo moved to the right, he moved to the left, and sometimes he creates space for any other auxiliary striker or be follow. No. Same thing applies to Kai Havertz. With the positional sense, because on your static, he moved to the right, drift to the midfield, sometimes act as a supporting man, and again sometimes Obesan will say he's the low man up front. And the movement is so key, and the movement is so deceptive when it comes to the attacking play of the Chelsea team. Mason Mount is key, and then Jay Madison again is also key. Julian Talisman is the main man, and he translates to the Leicester City team better. But again, this is a game for Chelsea. They know, they lost to Arsenal. If you want to gather the momentum and play the Champions League, it's this particular game. Makasa Thomas Tuchel and Semling now say we are back to 0. Sensational news how we rated the Chelsea team. He come back to a flop until he needs to win this particular game to keep the momentum forward for the Champions League final. But again, any game at Chelsea be funny for. Wilfred Ndidi will be all over in midfield to disrupt the Chelsea midfield play. Julian Talisman with the energy to combat and destroy any midfield with the presence of Wilfred Ndidi. Until Mason Mount Jorginho and again they need to keep Jimmy Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho at bay. So Chelsea will be in trouble. But I foresee a slim win for Chelsea in the FA Cup final.
Okay, Jimmy Vardy, Timo Werner, 2 goals. No, we are show Premiership.
Big games, you can always rely on Jimmy Vardy. For the big occasion, it is Jimmy Vardy. You bet me about Edison Cavani as an elite. You bet me about Sergio Aguero as an elite. You bet me about Aubameyang as an elite. You bet me about Harry Kane as an elite. But when it comes to big games, it is Jimmy Vardy. He's noted for that. Was shown consistently in the EPL. Or a flop when it comes to the national team. On shown a class in the 3 Lions. But when it comes to Leicester City and when it comes to big games, it's a Jimmy Vardy.
Rani Edway Efri Dansuman and Abre Dansuman Accra. I feel so disappointed in Nachi. In the sense that ever since he became a member of the Ghana Football Association ESCO, he always speaks in favor of the FA. I want him to give me his sons on the call-up of Anim Kujo into the Meteors squad. Rani Edway Efri Dansuman and Abba. Rani was away a member of Ghana Football Association ESCO. Okay, though there is this advert, Zeno app. Played on your online radio application. When you start the radio app, no qualms about that. The most annoying thing about this advert is it's played when Tony is doing his presentation and or at the time your panelists are discussing the issues on board. Please do something about it. Hashtag this annoying advert must stop. Say wiser Nkuranza. Kofi, you don't involve.
I think a very disturbing especially when it is already salty. But I'm not be a genuine fans. I'm not sure. I think that the timing must be checked.
Sure, okay.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So please read my message, Tom. Today Chelsea will massacre Leicester. Fancy Gideon, Adanse, Minan, and Audiway Abreye. So I totally agree with Andy's submission on Black Stars left position yesterday. Was Habib Mohamed a foreign-based player before going to the 2006 World Cup in Germany? Baba has paid his dues, and I think it's time we give some of the local boys who are performing the chance. I'm Ahmed of Finswa Hinkro. Good morning. I pray my Phobian boys will put the Elmina Sharks at their rightful position come Sunday. I'm Koku Fred Ashaiman Accra. Fadiga Maestro Shiapim Krum Boma. The trouble with some referees is that they know the rules, but they do not know the game. But for Michael Oliver, he knows both the rules and the game. But back at 2017-2018, when Antonio Conte led Chelsea to win the FA Cup final against Manchester United, we saw superb officiating from Michael Oliver. He's also led Leicester in 6 unbeaten matches. To me, he's having a special love for these two teams, so he's going to combine skills to make one awesome whole this evening. Oh, okay. There was also the free in Shopping Chrome Boma and so Abre and an Maestro Fadiga. The EPL teams must prepare adequately to prevent a one-horse race we saw this season and last season with Manchester United, Manchester City and Liverpool as champions respectively. Okay. Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspurs and Chelsea must inject huge financial support to bring quality players to make this call a reality. I like Baba Saleh Fura when Chibanda line. Good morning, sir. I'm Kofi G, watching you live from Prisia Nakaba. What's the meaning of RW, LW, CB, CM, RB, and LB in football?
Right midfielder,
okay.
Central midfielder, centre back, left back.
Okay. Kumasi Santikero will surely win against Liberty Professionals tomorrow. And Liverpool will also qualify for the top 4 by all means. Apia Mensa Samuel, Adansi Fumso. Please, I'm Blake Francis. We're watching you live from Takrade Technical University. Please, can you give us brief history about Goldfields Academy, which is now called Ash Gold? Good morning, Joe. Please, I want your crew to give me which player is the best this season? Mo Salah and Trent Arnold, and also the best player for Liverpool this season. So God bless you and your crew. Amen. Everything is live inside the Buakwa Baptist Medical Center. Today, Chelsea go win the FA Cup. Fala. Say add me to the Kessben WhatsApp group. Kessben Sports from Kessben Sports Annex. Buntai Talawa Unaudi Abre. Please, there is
I don't know.
Sure. Buntai, Buntai, Buntai.
I saw Uncle Bessie and I'm your phone.
Buntai, Light FM. Or call Jinami. Buntai, Talawa. Okay.
Maybe I'm not feeding after also.
Okay. All right. No, no video on Friday.
On a popular gene. I said, you like so we will be as well do Jude.
I say, did you like a warm dose? And
I'm just so more 5 you.
Yeah.
And they didn't say when I will copyright. And I
please, there has been this argument that has been going on in my hood at Asankregua between Chelsea and Manchester United fans about the biggest derby in England. I always try to let Chelsea fans know it's Manchester United versus Liverpool. But as usual, as Chelsea fans are, I want to say, they always argue that it's United versus Chelsea rather. So please, I want Andy to make this clarification for her because they are all in my hall watching the program. Secondly, I want to know if Achi still supports Arsenal because I don't hear or see him making submissions on the Gunners. Or is it because Oma Tunsumtia? Magzi, Udi free Asankregua and Abreme. Maminko Bokrom Estate, Lemfa we intro to George Adujenia, Bokrom Estate. And the Kem was right when he consistently said Atletico Madrid will win the league. We never knew what he considered, so we challenged him severally. Now we have no option than to succumb to his suggestion. If you have a stone with you, please give it to Andy for me. Bassa has let us down. George Adujenia, Bokrom Estate, also now the way Abba. Wobina Obidi gold before who say gold no the bar anyway. Seth. a book and a cabin on a down. Me trouble. Me trouble. A bonus suit. Or if you did that, and check that.
I'm a dad will be.
I'm a dad will be. I'm go booby.
Mum fetch you. I was if you come on. Oh,
who refuses us? Cassipa and I said that I will buy our Hawaii. And I live about way. No, go now about Kumasobeto. My cat was so moving. And to some is here careful. Joe, yeah, she me papa. Omubumi. Come here, we from Morocco. I create a story from Morocco. Joe, crack it, infant spam. Say, Yamia, no, my track from Cape Coast. We ban my cobola, mammy tomatoes. Timba, that mammy tomatoes body, a January Dino. Joe, tell me, mammy, or is so special. Say, Ubico be no more, according to Tomana, Magiscano. Media most time. Ugino Vanti. Aha, Media nam de a share me atade da shama se me support an inside. On pass. Ma call Pampasuya. Satan hono keep kus kajina. Back na me ko keep kus. So on the mission. Na sada no ka na me duntem. Ti me ko jis ka no bola hono. Na me se na me kofi akoda. Me kota for me koda. Ade chama besna ko school. So school boy white shirt khaki trouser me chusu correct. Na me diffuse school na me buy. Ti me ko hono me ko jis ka no bola hon into ajusu discano tadasa na mesime ban be faka satam tafuka so de jo kan e ba utumi to hu wura ayin window no mu ansa na wafo pressure e de fo tafuka timi kuma nim na kan e sniper na mafase wona ko bi hye me labera bofo my friend one kan labera bo so was a school boy on me why shirt kaki so we diloto the baby na mention baby e diloto scan ko discount me nim loto we jo me ne kai we na papa tintin bi so fe se wa obegina mechi hey school boy papa no so say na nka kire na so no ai se no ntibrofo so papa we na ka brofo kire me so we diloto na mention baby diloto na me nim hwe hey loto no din me bebe sa no hey wonu ma kire ne enji skal bi wate we de we fia eso ni baby a ono mo no e confuse na me papa jo me jimi me di o manim say ekowura ayino Morocco inside wo na me refi do mu ka kire me skana mbejo ma me hu nyina na ehye me support me kwat yini na ma wo mu ska kwam de faka from ayu no de akota fukrodo finish ada no kretia ehun be simple yes anomanitivo fidie yini tentenwa anomanitivo why was when you teach you bia
but that is not me so
yes anomanitivo fidie yini tentenwa
yini nchenche o moji mu sika nyina
okay yako awa Mohammed Hona yambra Africa kakra CAF Champions League quarter finals no our first leg no baso ene bako baso enra ene ebi ebeba so MC Algiers ne WAC of Morocco enra ebaso awade hunsem kakra bebre so enans ene Kaizer Chiefs omne Simba FC ena ebebo ene enyumre Sia Beluzad almost any Esperance Sportive de Tunis and Ebishana Ali and so any Mamelodi Sundowns and Advertise so any other African stories. Our Mohammed Hudu.
So your confederations were.
Oh yes.
Confederations were. But no, I said you
were picky can grow because of call me CBC in 5.
Champions League said you and no last year so Washington so after say a ball group stage say we you know so you qualify reach semi-final so mu nyina no mu di second last season your boy no na Raja Casablanca ni Esperance de Tunis ni o group you do quarter final after say abo quarter final Esperance Raja Casablanca o di second group no e make you to the semi-finals na El Ahly ni Etoile du Sahel ni o group Etoile du Sahel di first El Ahly di second after say ye bo quarter final say we no El Ahly do semi-finals na TP Mazembe ni Zamalek ni o group after say bo group stage so na TP Mazembe ni di top na Zamalek di second ye bo quarter final say we ni Zamalek do semi-finals Samson na WAC ena Mamelodi Sundowns in a group ena Mamelodi Sundowns di first ena WAC di second after say bo quarter finals you know na all omo di second nyina omo no making it through to the semi-finals so Emani is unique in that year and Sergio Oh, idea of course, and start the 80,000 seater Alger Stadium between MC Alger and then Wydad Athletic Casablanca. Said you not matching here very tense, and so WAC this season they've been performing very very well, and majority of the squad are gaining a lot of experience from those years now. From 2017 or after so much winning Elali, majority of that guys the likes of Mohamed Elafi, Yaya Jabrani, the goal scorer, and then said this guy Mohamed Onaim on my MC Alges even penalty on no course way. And you saw said they completely dominated the midfield of MC Alger. So the likes of Haddad and Timi Machio in the midfield, and that was the reason why WAC of Morocco had that very good penalty by Maya Jabrani converted. MC Alger were lucky in the 83rd minute to score the equalizer, but advantage to Wydad Athletic Casablanca. Omod the top in that group. No money Horoya, any Kaiser Chief, any Petrol Wanda no group. Omod the top, having that 1-1 advantage, and away go, and there's absolutely all to play for going to the second leg when WAC hosts the MCOJ team. So for me, going to the second leg, I think say WAC our advantage. And Oheomu coach Fauzi Benzati, this is one of the household names when it comes to African football. His coach who has gathered a lot of experience, WAC coaching a lot of teams, Esperance de Tunis, Etoile du Sahel, and coaching WAC. I think so. Odio Mobesaji after that 2017. So I think that result, is very good for WAC. Having that away goal. So the big game, Al Salam Stadium in Cairo tonight, 7:00. Picho Mosimani Kasembi, Osi wakreti a monster in team of Sundowns. I bet him about Kano, a team that can bite him. And Sergio, you say you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And Picho Mosimani have no option that to buy his team that has really given the opportunity to be on the bigger stage. And Sergio, Mamelodi Sundowns ebe welcome Tembas Wani and Sifetile Nkulisi, and a very very positive result for them. One thing within Elali Seju set up and say right now if you go to the Egyptian League, they are now 4 points clear. The Zamalek are 4 points clear ahead of them, despite the fact that almost 2 games at hand. And only the pressure Eddie Ababe see Picho Mosimane. So just even last weekend, Mohamed Fadal, who is one of the former board members of Nadia Lali, Aka Semsi or emphatic say going forward the bedroom maybe pressure will be on Picho Mosimane and he could be given the sack. And Sergio Ningina be beginning there. So when Timia positive results against Mamelodi Sundowns ebehanu. So how do you stop the Mamelodi Sundowns team? Sergio, having Tembas Wani, having the likes of Andile Jali Bakono, ebemo midfield now very very thick. With the likes of Lumfo Kikana, Ubenya Tapelo Morena, Lailaki, the likes of Matthew Lebusa and Rivaldo Kozi, these guys would shield the back four. The likes of Dennis Onyango Ebewechiri. So Nubema Mamelodi Sundowns back four no I sorted. Adia M1 Adia Lali Seju the striking department. Often amini andi din komubi. Say Adia M1 Walter Boale Omu Yuzuno up front to Seju. He is not a typical striker. He likes playing just behind the striker or the netun tentenwa. And only one of the things a Picho Mosimane didn't buy no. And one game, Marwan Mohsin have been off color. Now they've been putting their confidence in Mohamed Sharif, who is a youngster who's also been coming off the channel. And Adia Edi Buana Di Elali say their wingers, those the likes of Junior Ajayi, the likes of Hussein El Shahid and Mohamed Magdi Afshanu, these guys have been performing and they've been scoring the goals. And only Edi Bua Picho Mosimane Kenya no dia ne attackers no Debia, they keep on disappointing him. And no Bema game no maeshi. And the midfield no Ubenya Amir El Solaya, Ubenya the last of Aliou Dieng, Ubenya Hussein El Shahid, Mohamed Magdi Afsha. So no Bema, these guys ever complemented the squad no going forward to face Mamelodi Sundowns. But Sergio, I will definitely tip Elali to start as favorites. But Enshedanye too easy for them. And Sergio, way by the third consecutive time Omushia this same stage 2 years ago in 2019 and no Omushia Nadia Lali 5-0. That game no nema Nadia Lali so montiasie omontia say coach bi ebetimi manage team ya hye 5-0 eno ka wo na ma amukofa Picho Mosimane second leg no e wo Egypt ekoye 1-0 Ali Malou hye the only goal of the day but it wasn't enough because ekoye 5-1 on aggregate. Last season just 2020 they met again, then time na Picho Mosimane was Mamelodi Sundowns ekoye 2-0 e wo Cairo International Stadium and ekoye 1-1 e wo the Lucas Moripe Stadium, so it was 3-1 on aggregate and Mamelodi Sundowns were eliminated after say El Ahly qualify mo. So after say El Ahly Picho Mosimane just a few months later on they went and brought him and he came just within 2 months he was able to win the competition, their 9th title na Debia Omorivia Debia Omudiechi and Sergio a very very cagey encounter advantage for Nadia El Ahly based on the fact that they will be starting as favourites Omubohum but enye so easy for them so easy for them. And Sergio, another big game Esperance de Tunis and then CR Belouizdad. Sergio, very very big game. And Sewasha Esperance de Tunis, Sergio, they have revitalized the team. Unse last season Anis Badri Koye, the likes of Gailan Shalali Koye, and all these guys are back. Ababe Shomu team Numukina, or the likes of Farouk Ben Shugmo, or the likes of Sofiani, the likes of Meskini, and Muhammad Ali Tugai and Abdul Kadir Bedrani. All these guys from Algeria, Ababe Sheti Numukina, I'm a team no, I have very very strong. And Sergio, for me, I will tip Esperance de Tunis. Or Fuseni Koulibaly, any Gailan Shalali midfielder, Juma Mobot together with the likes of Abdul Rauf Benguet, you know, a Boamos team, you know, and having Nassim Ben Khalifa, having the likes of the likes of Taha Yassin Kenis, you know, Esperance team, you know, I am very very strong. What they compare this season and last season, this season's team, you know, are very very stronger. So I think CR Belouizdad, the likes of Ahmed Gasmi, the likes of Wad Kidad, you know, the likes of Amir Sayud, these guys are the guys that they can rely upon. But Esperance de Tunis going all the way to Belouizdad against
Nidi Christian am pesa mo.
How's up with you, Zari?
Christian am pesa mo.
Okay. You go.
So and also a game I be very very cagey encounter. But based on experience and what team my Esperance was, Sergio, I think I will give them the advantage despite the fact that Omukwawi on that qualification I will give them. Sergio, another big game, Kaizer Chiefs and Simba SC. Sergio, Sawasha, South African League, no baby, Kaizer Chiefs akuduno. The omo just in between. Omo muntimi nya opportunity in Africa and omo muntimi in relegation. Just yesterday, Coach Didier Gomez, coach of Simba, in the press conference, or say the poor run of form of Kaizer Chiefs, no, and money tirimunyane there. Because what's a performance at Kaizer Chiefs Adanedi ewo the CAF Champions League na esweni. Despite the fact that ewo home no the South African peers no Shedan Koyi, but within the CAF Champions League no Sergio na they were in a group with WAC of Morocco, Horoya of Guinea, and then Petro Luanda. After 2 rounds of games, Omonia only 1 point, but they were able to rally back, came from behind, and they were able to have that 2-2 draw ewo Horoya, and that was the reason why they were being propelled to the next of the competition. And where the first time I'm moving into the group stages, and for the first time they are in the quarters. But Sergio, I'm share a deadly Simba team. And Sergio, Sawasha Gavin Hunt, and in Mrantia or Kaizer Chiefs, the likes of Siabunga and Gizana, Filani Zuli, the likes of Ramalwe and Falele, Leonardo Castro. These guys know within the CAF Champions League. Apart from that 4-0 now, Omuko Luzu against Wakono, the other games, you know, the results are Modima and Esweni, and over the likes of Njabulo Blom, over the likes of Kiran Bakus, and over the likes of the Leonardo Castromo, and they can rely on Kamabilia despite the fact that injuries, any poor form, Edininya, and Sergio Nia on Sheda Mopa this time around Lazarus Kambuli.
o form of the free Zesco United buyer. Na expectations were so high, but the poor round of shows and performance no but Sergio, with Simba, their team is sorted. They have a very strong squad from the goalkeeping up to the bench. Obia fit, and who had the likes of Kennedy Jumamo, who had the likes of Shomari Kampombe, Hassan Mohamed, the left fullback of the Tanzania national team, with Josh Oyango and Sergi Pascal Wawa. Their back four is sorted. With the likes of Larry Bwalia, Thaddeus Luanga, Klatos Chama, and having the likes of Crispin Mugalu and Mehdi Kagere up front. Emma Mudi team is so deadly. And in the group stages, they lost only one match, and that was the last game against Nadia Lalia or Cairo International Stadium. They were scoring, and they never conceded until that 5th game against AS Vita. Almost AS Vita 4-1. And Omu team is very, very strong. In that score, I will give them the qualification against Kaiser Chiefs, despite the fact that Kaiser Chiefs enya some very good results in the CAF Champions League this time around. Confederation said you.
Trainer matches no
okay. So you, the team that has shown consistency is Raja Casablanca.
Okay.
After 6 rounds of matches, 13 goals without conceding. They've won all the games. And Orlando Pirates is Miss Roma Orlando Pirates pa. Enyim Banso ne any pyramids. And it's a very good game. And Yeboia said you all right. CS Facienso and GS Kabili. And then you also have Cotton Sport Garua coming face to face with ASC Giraffe.
Wow.
ASC Giraffe topped the group that included CS Facien and Otol du Sahel.
I see.
ASC Giraffe of Senegal.
Asante Kotoko Eura Champions League.
Yeah. Ali Nifno.
Na Omba Confederation no and Ash Gold opponent no. The person was Sisubium. Go through. As a man zoom ground.
Yeah. Who's Ash Gold? Opponent Salitas omono timi drew group stages no money Cotton Sport no money ASC Giraffe Etoile du Sahel and CS Facien no group omo we
already okay
and asanso na de oyi Kotoko ewo Confederation certif na ono ne Ali Benghazi na Enyimba any Orlando Pirates
okay
ono so we
okay, I see. Champions League no.
Champions League na Al Hilal and Mamelodi Sundowns and TP Mazembe.
Okay.
And CR Belouizdad. And also Al Hilal away.
Wow. Before they go 1 or 2
yes. Okay, the summary for the last part it's a strength.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you do the right things, Joe, it's possible you can win. We say I've seen Enyimba team, I've seen Orlando Pirates team, Anya Rekwade, I've watched the 2 of them play, and I'm saying it's possible one of the clubs, Ghana clubs, maybe Team Aqua could we say, but the things I say, Joe, would simply don't do them. They are okay. Can you say? Because some over 2 legs, some in bizarre circumstances. In our Korea. Now in Al Hilal case, quite some shock to go as a maybe fear.
Yeah.
But to group no more. Imagine so called imagine the results of BC football. But on the basis of evidence or holiday, Sunday Becano. Ebia Kotoko cry, be a crocodile bit my share on Macano. But on the basis of the sea and Hila now no you film no show crewman on Wario, on the Madison Akoya and the DNBC. Salitas no on we shan't go to film no no Akoya the group. Imagine I want to Akoya DNBC. You understand? I'm saying I'm not saying the Biani Fulusa, but evidence I want to say the chair. Say team now no how they bro so on na how they do onuma onu ko
how they no form cra the class competition
so
Africa
we need to do a lot
we dey na FA ni betimi aye and as we no your clubs anya FA ni dia mo ben na FA ni betimi di ama clubs na page our Africa
the FA and the clubs no are not mutually exclusive even though the clubs are run by individuals and management normal but I think that the leader supporters FA ni man say almost 80 member I'm saying say obetima prepare with team be for players better quality players one ebini asando Kotoko this boy young guy no fee a friends and Kranza from division 1 to Kotoko how long did he last Kotoko aton no never pin this can cry almost ankai You see it. Then you want to go and compete with the same club and things say okwa oh the oya dey team no ba won di nansa you didn't team stabilize team no what on because you need the money to run your club. We also need to compete akwaje the same trophy. Se nyanko ponda
sa na beto aso sa o fans have to qualify for Africa. This guy Ibrahim Salif on chawa hasufu.
Yes, man kono matches no nya dey Africa no mu hunu say ni say after prelims na bon senkrofo asase knock doors and then House of Folk would have no option because they will need the money than to sell.
And for how long is that?
I think what can beat me abwa is an annual discussion in terms of support for clubs. No, this will be the by say Omoko Africa is a ban it me bo money no man. Imagine end there. Ko ya na sentem ya kotoko Africa. Omo ya de bia mu yo muton players. Okaba kono. Kwame Bonsumu ekoya do Africa. Ewie ne kosi sen. One Safiu boy na no
Abdul Fattah
omko Africa o ya de kakra o ye kosi sen Kwampoku omko Africa ma ko mienu pe ekosi sen nti abasa e very difficult for ya yeti ya ne asaso ada ye ho se kwakwaje Africa obele no adu Africa no Joe, when the basic requirement for you to gather quality players, now we are failing to do it. You gather quality now within Ansani as Yamomuko. Every time we are building new team. So Tiawala, Odumoya he spoke about consistency. Even a new Baum, I'm saying, say, any bad Yamian Casimini and can broso. Udi asante kotoko. He still not the number about you are. John I can't figure football pa sebi brothers can you nimba level ni asante kotoko. But consistency when nimba. Mr. Atiko your match is 2018. You 2021. Because your players now me who will be 2018 no. Me who will be the same thing about 2021. But let Andy help us. No one say kotoko mo 2018 and no more 2021. Don't try to focus more 2018, no more 2021. So I'm saying it's a consistency, no, so I can't be experience. I the African, you need that. Me far from na car so me far car from Kumasi to Accra, me far Accra to Aflao, Echa border, far car from Aflao to Sembe, Konji, La Konji, say to us I could see Lagos, far bus and Ajokwa Aba. In I think February or January 2004. You can hear 2004. Because no, na House of Folk na winning Confederations Cup. O match kotoko ha February. Like January, no match kotoko ha Confederations Cup. Any bad the Champions League in Tomobo Super Cup. That time Cup from Penfo inside to no nyina buy. Private jet to move from Lagos to Abaho. Joe. Any match House of Folk 2-0. The chairman I want to meet in charge of Enyimba in 2004. February and I'm March. I've forgotten month to crow, but I went there. Chairman, now I'm second to 2021.
Consistency.
It is a cast experience at Africa. Can you then compare us or Kotoko to Enyimba? So isn't the Omuya or and Chile at the crowd who Pesomuye? The chairman I went to meet in 2004. Tama house share Kotokoji Confederations Cup no money Enyimba Kobo Super Cup no. Chairman of Enyimba no. Any team the team belongs to the Abia State. Appointed chairman. Say you appointing it. He said you appointed Kotokone as chairman, the club chairman. No, Keko, but he's still in charge. In Tanya in Kwampo, the emphasis even the players are new, coaches are new. At least the chairman has experience as to how to connect to Africa. And I know Mokobo or Libya. Difficult. There's no flight from Libya, Lagos to Nigeria to Libya because of COVID. But they made a flight. Then there's a match 90 mama so. Watch or connection on the button of press or influence into a macaf a postpone match no from Wednesday to Thursday because some could do Thursday and opa and move match no. And then omudi wo quarter final. Imagine say because say when Timmy Uncle a Daniel Sabo match the calf you move free man. Joe and now make a quarter final some while I can say no more quarter for money pyramid neighbor. You need those connection. You need that experience. You need that button. I bet my press it. But we practice that here. We don't. The only thing you nimpa. Obabi so be pride any normal even to ask or consult cry as him. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
When I went to do any match, no man a letter from CAF about certain aspect of home stadium, no. So me sitting here had the authority. Every Mickey asked for me by Hasino. They were constantly on me. If I had said yes, quarter final match and Embasso or Abba, but instead, you know, I spoke to Omuni how I saw me because minimum also nimwe. The cry so me stadium they need to do it before CAF confirm quarter final match. So many parameters bono on with my bow about. So all these things add up to it. You need that experience. You need because connection. I mean, can in a negative way, but the links. I need the community now. You bought competition, woman. What they are here? Consistency. Clubs every time when we are there, no. It's almost around one about Kuba film, one about Kuba film, one about Kuba film. What about your normal Kakrano movie? But we are not doing those things. The better to make a movie.
So you quite apart from that, you don't develop talents. That's the main thing. And then she plays on mobile league. How many of them in a generation say be on your talent development are passing through the course level? Fana a salad matches in a brunya games now and the bomb. Now debate me the first division play the Aquaco Fisira Mirabea. On Obejina Timbers 1 in 1 Ubepu. Yentimin develop talents and
again, Bram, na yes, Africa na very for a very long time. Ghana na meraho. Sa komko.
I say just we dey can
enti sa na be sa for years. Ye be ko yasefo beba ko na sa na be to so sa
na be. Na Fred was talking about say anybody and enyihu. There be or can say anybody na mrokoto.
Ghana ni Africa.
They don't sign 10 players a season. Fred, had your top player 10. Has to sign 12. Now could was sign 10.
If we just have to do the right thing.
Exactly.
Can you back club no do? How big is anybody than Asante Kotoko?
Exactly.
Anybody level Kotoko? But no, they've gotten certain chairman or certain people. They have decided to do the right thing. Then that was Kotoko. Yeah. No, yeah. And then he's a mainstay on Yimba. Farouk. Wow. Sek Farouk do more Kotoko. I'm saying that Dakwa so Kotoko do be answer mo penis. He's one of the best players on Yimba.
Wow.
So what happened? How were they able to turn? Now boy we want Tawakilu as one was how to focus goalkeeper. No money Nungu Rangers.
Nana Bunsukra.
Say you. Me dey suggestion. Aban no ntenase. No mo hwe holistically. Say local football need develop a boy national teams no. From under 17, under 20, under 23, the senior national team. Under 17, I ain't mini bill. HSA local league na bafem ntia. HSA grassroots football na bafem. Ntina na make say if na ya dey some the grassroots football na ba. If na ye bia, Sejo, omo discuss clear my first kenisa. But government should also add something to ye bone hano. So omo discuss ne ba, ebe mi etimi keep certain players. Imagine the government giving $3 million to teams na ye bon wahano. Na yen share amount due teams. One, obi more matches of convenience. Say ye boy a league no. Na $600,000 na day league is on matches. A teams na ton matches. Because obi him says o born the team na oji league na say sika we beba ho.
You could do baby no so on can be for start your time.
Say do things. I agree, but again it will reduce.
Okay.
Again it will reduce. Ebi o ha almost say first round o. But sad the can be second round. It will bounce so better. Obi an say oji league you are getting closer to 30 billion. Say do matches of convenience so better. You benya a very good competitor obeko akosi anami in Africa. And again, you play some $1,000 for Rwanda, $1,000 for Ethiopia, $1,500 for Tunisia and all those areas. No, so those players will stay because you meet me at your mokai. Into one, the government should support the clubs. Two, your teams in your money. Kotokone has in Kwana Benyan season over season, they sign players more than 8 in a season. The last time I can kotoko there, ewa. Obi send a message by say Nkonko Hilal, almost signing 17 players. Almost share kotoko ha, but in the next stage, what happened to them? In that group of TB Mezembe, CR Beludad, Mamelodi Sundowns, they were last. Because you don't sign 17 players and compete in Africa and see what football move be. Until okay, examples don't be the amount, but at the end of it all, say the BC war.
Yeah, but I crying say if Obi are there now and you know I can't no my example. Because Obi are the born must we also do the same thing. If Hilal is signing 17 players, Master Sanko also sign 17 players. I mean, it doesn't add up. Situation is quite different.
It said, oh, you the right thing. Again, you signing players, almost befitting the standard of the club. And let's say you cover Division 1 player, be about no 3 goals, and he's all over the place. Media and I are there by hyping the players in the local game. Obi you bet me a genuine about the joke of any ball power here. Okay, this is a player and you can watch him. Until we should sign player that befit the standard of the club if we want to compete in Africa. Sekotokaton kwami pokuno mu pe Google scorer se omra meshema they should go in for their Usietela. They should go in for Prince Opoko Ajiman. They should go in for quality replacement. Ono so pa obetimi add up to the club. Say yes sir. Your first na anye year. Second one ebe ye. At least obetimi keep him na nzedu to the FA. I feel say new coach bia na ba so oba be adwuma o se so. Because rotation of coaches no so adoso. Obiaba, you know, fine. Almost say the certificate there. But Joe, so Brazil ni other areas. This is almost say out of the 20 clubs in the Brazilian league, 15 asaka coaches. Ebima sake me and within a season. Now they come with a plan. Say almost 2021, 2022 season. Brazil form plan. Any team in the league and sake more than 2 coaches. That is the plan. Wow. Inti se yapam maso kunadua wa obeban oyadio unyadio obetona ma season abawie.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is the plan. But obetimi anya sa palo season back no man sake 5 coaches. Yes, that is what they've been doing in Brazil. Corinthians season back no man sake 3 players. Inti yan shall go this season how many coaches? You are talking not less than 6. Na player no line Messi. Said you the tactical development and say that here. Ye players no obe the one who dey be bom fitire ball na obi o ko obo Premier League e ho na kwa share coach obekire ne 4-2-4 3-5-2 e bia unji bi kurada nti wo kokodo na side changing of coaches chejo o tactical development it is no timi a grasp all these coaches and yam de beba. So for me there should be a plan of the FA. Now you keep certain coaching within a certain duration. Into that make us a lance D no more, you know. The manager who say at least a chance we are building a certain capacity. Your classical coaches now you lose over the years, no. You try to replace them. Because so when you are a very good coach, no, a local coach. 1 or to your coach and I say 2 only players ne kasa omumre into the be our players will be executive plan on the field of play. And again they will be okay with the modern trends. You don't go and ask a coach a question and tells you Yanko Bompaye whilst you are asking about tactics. And they will be abreast with the modern trend. Until the FA should come with a plan, the government should support the clubs, and again your supporters deny the endurance of mediocrity, no. Results will be an adiatum. Results will be when you Kotokone certificate cover drum they were all over the place. Say you don't Caribbean cash or more. So you don't accept that.
The money for baby.
You need a title. Yes, so you support home. It is your corner BBC. Okay, against. It is only in Ghana that when you criticize you are a hater. Country be no apart from Ghana. Achia de wan yin na meka o tan no adie. And he said, "Oh, sani mani nyina ye nyai." Si jaya mpanimfo no betimi hu the standard of the club say this is what Kotoko stand for. This is what House of Folk stand for. And me ba if I'm signing a player, I should sign a player that befit the standard of House of Folk. A player that befit the standard of Kotoko. Di Maria na 5 man of the match or 11 wonders are omukoto no a player say you or what form 11 wonders or by House of Folk. Look at what he is giving to House of Folk. Sa player ni bina big teams na also omia. So keep him a year or 2. with the right finances. You don't go and sign 10 players. You don't go and sack 5 coaches in the season. With the right finances. So you can check Sika Kotokotia. Ediama coach so massacre in recent times. Let's do that calculation.
$300,000 kind of the toner. Scar of what you will do $9,000.
Absolutely. I come as a go to Sky. Sika Konusikan, yes. Kicking in Abu. Not check players now. So don't me baba.
As soon dear, but make us able to make
now players now on the Kotoko status committee. No, Yan check on Modia. Yan check him as back on so dear. Do all this calculation and come out with a certain amount. Says Kayam, he can it will be more than $100,000. Utia Kwame Pohuka $100 million of Bekoji uncle, said you. Ghanaian player. $100 million a month. Or whether or Jirao. $100 million. Old cities. 10,000 cities a month player.
And this can be as how. But my Joel did about $5,000, $10,000.
I said you.
Yeah, but in all honesty, clubs music so much like Kotoko with everything that Kotoko is probably and the honor is a Konkako. If indeed one person will compete with work and one. Because Omnomutu had more than that.
Sure.
So if you want to compete with them, you need to be attractive and also financial incentive count. So can say you should be attractive. Okoha high between me saying. In attracting the Panamwa. So for you to retain such players and attract quality players, the environment you want to how much you are paying on the background in account will be. And by this time I say come work draw. And the card send me 5 pence and metro. Only say more than maybe 60% of Premier League clubs assistant coach this season. Clubs know. Be Karela, Omodi Adute, any the Ohon, the starting season, Omodi Daso. It was one Dwarfs and the Thompson on the starting season on the Daso. Even 11 wonders class, you do become Kasa again sometimes. And our Saba. It's only then the only team can say a complete change of coach. San Olympics do also sit here. Olympics do baby no. And no worker. Eko time my after come back kakra. But you start clubs with you. Or now starting show. Asandu Kotoko. O masa coach is better times. She started season no. Asandu go the meet me kind. Media master is a coach. How to focus is a coach. Edwin as a coach. Rekum Chess as a coach. Entala as a coach. Dream Self as a coach. King Faz as a coach. Liberty as a coach. So Wafa Rebecca we
do hang up Becca.
Wafa Rebecca tray for no. Wafa Kerala Dwarfs. Omum starting season, you know. Omune that's war.
Obey the message by as almost keep coaches in this audio in check. To be the
yeah, but the project. Obiani gets in so. But I will say Kerala last season come Yako relegation. 17. And your consistency now one can be Domodaho. Into why achieve BB. Wafa, your project. And no more project, they need our consistency. Any person with that level of intelligence, professor, one or the doctor.
Neti. In fact, we still with
a bit
still with the consistency. And check it teams now, with team in the top. Check Kotoko, check Olympics, check Mediama. And check Karela that you're talking about. They are there because of the consistency in terms of team. No?
So, Joe, bottom line.
SMP. All right, I'm on for the questions. So, bye. And the issues. And the matches were okay. Don't worry. Mamiko Sani Saliu Abofo say most of our suburban pitches for grassroots football has turned into stores and other residential buildings. What the central government, through our chiefs, going to do to get those parks back? Sani Saliu Abofo and the way Abba Yamfanka Hona Feba. Now it's me Abomodi Yano Ede Amanfo. All right. Why should I be about Mammy DDA out there by? I say my boss, Honorable Sam George, has stated that he pays close to $1,000 yearly dues to support the progress of English-based Arsenal. Honorable Sam George was also quick to add that he won't replicate same gesture on Hearts of Oak. His simple reason was on accountability. because Arsenal writes to him to prove evidence of their expenditure and how his contribution was used. Boss, that is an honorable member who spoke boldly on air. Please, boss, I want your superlative crew to share their views on it, whether the comment was appropriate or not. Didi, and anyway, if we are Commandant Senior High School, and so a brain. Yebebaso. Mami Remienu be and so ewaha. Na ifanka questions amode ba earlier no. Yeria na fi me be lines no. Ama mo be cheche madwea. Ansa na yasa ba biom at the second part of local issues no aba na ya be discuss e de amamo. Mami ko Michael Abebio. Achi please. Is experience everything in Africa? Do you have to get experienced players or experienced chairmen or both? Is winning CAF Champions League or Confederations similar to winning AFCON? How does it work in dealing with the two? Which is more difficult? Andy said Enyimba won't sign 10 players a season like Hatofok and Asante Kotoko. If he doesn't know, Enyimba signed 13 players this season. So which is which? Ababio Michael, they Abba, and so I don't know. Kessben 93.3 live on Kessben Television. Oshia 92.9, Accra 93.3 Kumasi. Mami here, Didi assigned the Ababio na ye akwawi. Every media house, regardless of its popularity, has loyal and untiring listeners. No matter what, such listeners don't change their dial for any reason. So wisdom and decisiveness are very paramount when any unit choose to deal with the media. Boss, as humans, the cheerfulness of our face depends on what we eat. So nobody should ever wish for a compromised media who choose to do their work basically to satisfy the self-interest of selected few. Boss, our level of receptive approach to divergent arguments only indicate to us that self-aggrandizement has no place among diligent service. Boss, becoming a club leader is like a market that you will surely come and go, because nobody sleeps at the market after buying and selling. My God. Men who are men do not see war as delicacy. Happy birthday to my brother Richard Yendo. Didi Enediwe and so Abre. Kwame Usudonko. Medru so Kwame saying, growing old, I remember the days we played together at the star-studded Kumasi Brewery team close to 4 decades ago. A true gentleman and great friend. On this memorable day, I pray for God's favor and success in his new endeavors. More healthy and prosperous years, my brother. Happy birthday, Coach Frimpong Manso, my younger. Oh, and then my younger birthday.
I see.
Wow.
Happy birthday, my younger.
Happy birthday.
One of Ghana's topmost defenders now have from Asante Kotoko, Corners and the Black Stars. So Dion Pekasa. Mayanga.
Perfect gentleman.
Yes.
Mayanga, I wish you happy birthday.
Those one attribute I like about
Also report.
Frimpong Manso. And that's what I take some pride in it. Because every time you say Ajaya if he had it, if he did for anyway. So Mayanga, LED team. Now you can so my report, do a true report to her. It's my true report to her. So a team, a coach, a team, and as a national team, Marco baby about tournament about some true report to Mao. Joe, you love him. I'm telling you.
I see.
It's one idea. Coaches said no training woman. Some of them should learn from Mayanga.
I see. Coach Manso.
Yes.
Report. Say Bob match.
I'm saying this.
Wow. Game was young.
And now he's not a controversial type gentleman or the baby or near Juma from near Juma the baby. Only mention.
He's a head coach at Soka Deportivo.
Yes.
Okay. Coach, I wish you happy birthday. I mean, on my Oma Quatentin. sikane ade nyina eka ho na ko so asum Ghana Good morning, sir. Please, I want narrow and cheese take on the changes that keep on occurring in national teams' call-ups, especially when there is a public outcry on names such as Salif Ibrahim of under 23. And is it true Coach Park Kwesi-Fabin's team was sent to him through WhatsApp? If they are all true, then can we finalize that? Can we finalize that our national teams don't need head coaches, but rather be coached by the GFA president and the members? And what is their take on when CK Akono said our Black Star selection is done by the whole nation during naming of the squad? Thank you, Bobby Ansa, and the way and so abre ye. Okay, Bobby Ansa there. All right. Okay, what are you to us? We ask Andy if he was expecting Gama to be a Brazilian, to be called for the Brazilian friendlies. Ajimane Busawi. Okay, earlier Odibai said GTV Sports Plus. Almost the way by Fabio Gama misses out on Brazil's squad to face Ecuador and Paraguay in their upcoming games. GTV Sports Plus, anyway, by you. And Ajimane, Edibai say GTV Sports isn't serious at all. Boss, what's your take?
Sports Plus, Facebook. Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What did they write?
Also,
why did they write?
Just creating a vibe around the GPS, scarcism.
Sir.
Who is that? Oh, scarcism. Now, what's that?
What's that?
Creating vibe around the GPS.
Fabio Gama misses out on friendly games.
Yes. How old is Fabio Gama?
28.
And he says, I time on your opportunity. Time maybe
at Brazilian national team.
I know so about foreign country.
16,000
Radio Boca no more for common friend only.
That is Congo. That is Congo.
But say the guy is doing well enough for her.
I'm for Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Juve, and Messi out in Brazilian national team call up. Was it Fabio Gama and Cobo Brazilian national team?
Manchester
United.
Sarcasm.
Just sarcasm.
Just all the wound be feeling.
That's all the
I said you now Brazilian national team. Now said you.
And the GTV Sports Plan didn't
just creating vibe around the Ghana Premier League.
So creating discussion.
Yes.
Okay,
so coach in friends son of Fabio Gama.
Oh, in and out. I'm looking at the position.
Enough. Later, Akano and so second Mohammed then I was saying, good morning, Joe. Wishing my Phobian boys and Chelsea men and women's teams all the best in their respective games. May Allah grant them all victories. Anyway, Liberty professionals must think deeply and go back and look at their position on the current league log. Their destiny to escape relegation is in their own hands. A word to the wise is enough. Eid Mubarak once again to all my fellow Muslims, especially Muhammad Muntala, aka Papa Vigo Energy Fancy Omati. Why? Una video to Liberty for Patola is a Ashtown. Hearts of Folk players must keep on fighting till we get to the top of the league table to win. Come tomorrow, the Phobian boys will dismantle Sharks. Patola is a Ashtown.
Unfortunately, how does this wish about that top of the league, you know, and that a new Muslim CC. How do you can continue to do well? If Omom don't how do you go on the top? But what I say, and then got to come back already. Because we match that kind of no matter the hearts, anyway, no team got that top. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
Jomo Destiny good ones.
Maxi from Asenkrogwa, besides whether I still support us now because he doesn't hear me making comment about us now. Yes, I support us now. But the Chrome say now I'm involved in running Ghana football. And I do not have even the zeal. Semi Fanko follow foreign sport. Maybe me can't EPL no. Unfortunately, I have colleagues like Andy and other people who watch, Fangnaru, other people who watch, and then sometimes someone discuss why. I send people who have match me with results. Me tia Tony Mokana me TB. I don't forget to say first, now me ardent we say Because now I'm involved in running Ghana football, so my focus and concentration should rather be directed towards local football than semi follow. And it's only to make as I want to say, no matter any football. And I may link that to even some comment now.
One part of the person, one part of the response on the other partners as an adult. And you what being a flow?
Oh, Debbie. No, I'm sure, sir. Yeah, no, you sound much. Me, you know, my support. No, you only be support. Only be support. Maybe team they say, as a supporter, as supporters there, team in the yeah, football.
I was a woman,
as supporter, yet football. Team in the some judges no, some judges are come out. Let him in the future. To me, link with it.
Okay.
Joe, you remember in 2003, 2004, not me a club we cut a very member of Arsenal supporters. 2003, 2004. I paid money, paid dues to Arsenal.
Ah, sir.
Yes. Mr. Strike, I'm no 2003, 2004. I lived in London. That time no.
I hear Benny a call Emirates. I mean, no, you try to say the music as I am room.
And here 206.
Now, no, could I can't hear anymore.
Me say I stop. Is it 203, 204? Now I'm a card.
Almost stop open a coin. It will say the more. How many ever card room?
Oh, you're going to now, you say, go to a shop, walk out to town, man. A
shop, but young Ryan,
now, instead of
the cost.
No, you need to pay money. Send over at all. I know, but you casino room. We are one crowd you pay.
Who could a card now?
Who could a card? You will be able to with discount or something. But me just say the time I'm
going to memories was how.
There's some me idea. Why you and then I go for call. 206 because Stadium was commissioned as Stadium commission in I think June 205 and 206.
Very new.
Yes, yeah, quite new. Time you quite no. What I was commissioning, I think 205 and 206. And you call November 2. No, it wasn't November. I think November October 206 and you call no. Yeah. But by the time Kuta Kani 203 204 Joe. Tonight but so what says okay. Established. But I stopped. Because I made contribution when I started getting deeper into Ghana football. No. I mean, Hana mean to team no Wabruch. As Nazika, baby, nay will be wa. Jeff Kura will be. No matter how many years can Amano. So I disagree with Sam George on that. You can continue.
Accountability. I'm the whole here.
Yeah, but even if the club now has no who support how to folk. I think we support how to folk. Oh no. According to even if you not pay the money, no, the other come out some from away. I won't live in Ghana. As an MP paid by the local taxpayer, MP Ghana for tax the trial Kabusome. Then you work $1,000. That I come at Arsenal, our England. Now Arsenal only can change.
Scanner ban one day coffee and tax scanner the train or no one is carbon bottom.
No, whatever the situation is, he's being paid by the taxpayer. I've never said so. The make can say. His position now put him in a position of privilege. Ghana Tianaka. Enti
scare ban one in India.
They make an
Sam George Assembly in a teeny. And then go pram MP. Sam George says he wants to contribute to House of Folk for his money to be used for ways and means. As a paid up Arsenal fan, the MP says he pays about $1,000 to English club, but he won't do same for House of Folk for his money to be used for ways and means.
I disagree with him. Even if you don't give your money to Hartford, for you to live in Ghana,
yes.
Now Busumi so Arsenal Canada come Arsenal UK. Now Arsenal no one way is can. There's kind of crowd. They offer as a $1,000 buano sa for period. Obetum dey I gata area. Obetum dey gata area. No, me to say Joe, you are not getting me still no me say onyantima say. Me say by force say so this come out of folk. Even the all can say or the come out of the ways and means of which I disagree.
Anyway, this can here or the mark clubs now. And all the ways and means here example.
But how to folk Muslim so much players car. How to folk Obama they buy a diesel into car. How to folk players they pay medicals. How to folk
and will be themselves
the fair coach and let's have no it took us
on trend the music and quarterly or yearly.
No, but you also know being fair.
No, saying the music and advice in
my good friend Sam George also know being fair. The system there paid up members no omo bia email omo your account omo send come omo Ghana. That system is not in practice. That system is not in practice. Yet we have Hearts of Oak supporters like him. They contribute to Hearts of Oak. They give freely to Hearts of Oak. To one who require the has bomb match. Only so much mini bonus. Only so much salaries. Only to a coach. Only yes. You know that the maintenance. Only yes. I never quite only sir. But he's talking about the where. Only no mas friend is saying the accounts of the year no. Paid up members of Arsenal and as paid up members of. No, it's not in practice. If we make the effort, we can get there. Yeah, proper registration and no be any normal there. Then we can get to level.
Chapters here, Google. Do you quite this kind of command?
Yes, I would not support the idea say so Otnaha. No, this can come England. Almost can man Yabruson.
Team Ghana ni bia support team or Europe. Betua BB at the end of the month.
Out Ghana.
Yes,
out Ghana. Fakwa room benya BB there.
All right.
Now let's go next one. Especially Ghana ban.
One. On say supporters are not registered. So it will be difficult say oberend the accounts no send their amount, but the last time I checked here, that was 2017. That is what it is documented. House of Oak render accounts after the season. That was 2017. I know they had documented. For the rest, I search for it, but for 2017, or more render accounts. Moreover, so Joe, this is a public figure and an MP token paying $10,000 to Arsenal. $1,000 to Arsenal. You are talking of 58 million a month.
A year.
A month.
A year.
$1,000 no.
A year.
Okay, a year. Fine. Within your locality, they are organizing games at Momai. Okay. Just within your locality. Sabusumi be an answer Easter, Eddie Brunan Kwano. Okasa, Tojesi, Edgama, areas Nina, locality. No, Monfamo ball class, you do be okay. That is against.
Let me tell you. Let me say this.
Let's say
public figure. Sadio, or a public figure, and my name is Sikana Barcelona. That is me. But this is an MP.
All right. Young other issues are convertible.
Yeah. So just to answer. So there are the kind and then the $1,000 Joe. A bit more to Jesse Bay 16 sets or 18 sets of okay. Obi say I didn't know the BR since I'm a GFM about make up positive about the GFA. And not exactly positive about the GFA, but most times maybe as some chrono is misrepresented. And me, if you have a count, you take a decision. If you are near discussing, or be also I'm a privy to the economy. And if I'm here, say, some no, it's being misrepresented, and I'm not being said as the tier, then I come in to try and give out we say. I'm not obliged to change everything. As some no can do, be can say in the crack, and I'm saying no. I'm not that kind of person. So we need me. Maybe straightforward, me open. Be straightforward. Most times, me 20 I can't say no. It is me 20 say I can't or do can different from the I can. Then I will do our listeners and Ghana a great deal of the service if I don't say they are discussing and answer say there are some issues going on. If you also it's been said you are discussing say the send back for trim. Until the outside they see something different. Agreeable. But if you take side decision in lieu of something and I say you take side decision if you say ultimately to achieve something going forward. Until I would then have to come and then explain. It's an humanity.
Maybe you I won't take a decision. We are no more.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Mekai prosper troll let every brother.
Yes.
Over born a cheaper.
You guys are disagree with that electoral trauma Santo Kotokon. It's not the way to go about it. What man say?
Mekai one or two others.
Yeah. And then it's really change now every time be saying say positive to you. But if you are let me explain it, say the situation they sit here. Makala Baby say it's experience everything to succeed in Africa. Baby one tia so they can as they can far areas be experience in consistency, quality, even finance. and the man me can me distinguish enyim ba to Kotoko no na me can management. But what must say? Into your experience nko. You need a lot to combine to get there. And I'm Koba say when I went there, me sa 204 no. You as reporter. Na me be Ejumama Garden City Radio.
Okay.
Kwame Miki we I know Ejumama Capital Radio.
You see much o.
So but me nyina ko share in fact you dan ba kumu sa na adwo no after the match no. Ko you never be na that time hustlers and this and they adwuma afu ya e tete we plemu tu kwan ya ye kwa no me ska koda hotel. That time jo be grading. That time me slide. Rumo man. Kwame Miki. Mohammed Alasan no radio good. And I tell another person, you probably for 5 or 6 or 7. Yeah, that back. And you call to wait. But as I went back as an official, and we got to the same chairman. So it tells you something. It's not only about experience, but consistency, money, proper management, and the ideas to even move around in normal to get things and pressing the right button in account to do well to succeed. Also winning the Champions League the same as winning AFCON. Yeah. These are two separate things. We're a club side and a way a national team. We win the AFCON, national pride, but club side we win idea. Apart from same national pride, the individual supporters of the club will support. But once the other supporters who support our club, who support different club, they will be against. Kotokoji Champions League this year, second supporters the people has for. Who's the better has for days so munje. But the Ghana Koji AFCON say Kotoko how to win a boom as celebrity. The difference should be there because we're a national and we so anyway. Also receptive approach to divergent opinions. Did you? Yes, it's important. It's something we need to do it. Oh no, we a leader and there. When you cast a leader, and you cast a baby, do the channel say, then you are opening yourself up for criticisms. Yeah. You are opening yourself up for praises. So what to feel being body? But what must say? Obe GF president. To say we get to Kruku. Utu fear now when you GF president. We found. Baba GF president there. Oh yeah, papa, you get people praising you. So now yeah, you get people criticizing you, and that's one thing I like about him. I sit here. I sit on the school. Ask Ketukreku or ask any member. Probably I'm one of the criticizing some decisions. And he accepts that. And he likes me for that. Do you get it? Yeah. And I also like him. So I'm able to point out certain normal if I have an opinion. Because of that, I like him. Now you're a leader. You can't say now. You can't say. You can't say 2 way. Is it this week? I'm saying you are not maybe one by way. You are not near Tiana. Coach Barreto interview. Or share some T-shirt be na some. Say Jato said the NDB the damn has seen this. Nike bizo. Nike here. After me can no. Me can we know. As usual. Attack dogs. No be coach Facebook. And do not catch them Mickey me boy. Yeah. Sa chini die. No be swaba. Or John, Jimmy, say, Joe, na me call na me Facebook na me call na me show mu photo me hold them go crowd. What me have no idea. No. Joe me have no idea. Na me share ni pakwa na ni subane ni no mane no ma be original. Joe me and na me here. Why? Because now I'm sitting on radio me cancel. Inti I should be receptive to divergent opinions or whatever. Even if you disagree with the American, you tell me you disagree. I don't mind. Yeah. But you came to insult me, me John, me Kwasia, because me say, as Anti Kotoko, I've seen an effort from the management to move per se or brand the club. Omusha era. One coach no on our the chief marketing officer of the club. Go granting TV we say. Then you are wearing something alien to Asante Kotoko. Then I said that because of that, you get people to come and say things. Me, I don't care. But it's just your leader. You're not able to, be receptive to, also you should have receptive approach to divergent opinions. Then you don't understand these things. Later, 2 days later, when the Dwarfs Kobo, bench, coach Nike. Now, today, I saw a story, I see Kotoko management to be queried. To almost no. So I say we. Or share Nike. How are you helping for now, before that, I who say Kotoko, I signed a bit to Facebook, say, Jesse Green, 10 million. 10 years almost ton just need 10 million almost penipa 100 I someone told just need 10 million coach no crying shebi any time on person be share
any time
but you so yes idea you open up for people to put interpretations to it and yes sir
so it's next interpretation is all
and I make sure I say anybody can say so but be able to put any interpretation to it because 2 or 3 times I've seen him wearing something different you be chow video TV for Obia, then you go and wear something different. Apart from Adiana Kotoko is making effort to market. No. Then you go to bench, you are wearing Nike. Then you tell somebody to go and buy it at only 10 million. How do you reconcile the two? How do you reconcile the two? Then Obi can. Then Obi can your John. Now me your John would hear me. Me your John would hear me. Because man hope me your John.
Asem na ho kan omo hwehwe asem na ho na omo hu se saa na tia na ntisa na ono so no comment ho enka yebe koso saa obi aka asem e bia ono ne nya adwen say na mesoma adwen kirem wo de wo kan but so ya temdidi
but me kono ma kono pa ko famo na me yesi adwuma we yesi mu I've done this job for 21 years talking on radio
oba nchese wontimi nyam fom so
me yam fom so be brave so woni pa but dem pesa me chane say this attacks ni normal na say me hu and am pesa me chire say attacks no e ba be I don't care I'll move on ese journalist busa ne say why na Kotoko e she era no she Nike aha we na she no say we na me kan
what is what
because the coach is in Nike Kotoko is being treated by area and everyone is talking about it.
Sorry, I'm here to talk about the game.
But it's
sorry, I'm talking about the game.
It's a matter of concern to me and the fans.
I already answered. I'm talking about the game. Okay?
So you see, journalists in the say a matter of concern to him. Why is Kotoko being sponsored or branded by Era and then the coach is wearing Nike? I see he's talking about the game. And I think that answer no man the crampono and Twasumu. You get it? This is what I saw. Southern American. I saw it on a very lighter note. So I see an effort from the management say trying to brand the club and that pushing the club branding to a certain level. So why must you, coach, or the Bible granting TV and go and wear this for television? It's unacceptable. And I think you have to accept this, isn't it?
Well.
Anna.
Yemfa and so ye nyoma ye na say ye kadia and the okay but bibi kakra enko yi no odo no kotumpe but I na ha madwen kakra ni fans no de no chocho no de me no worried about it say na adwuma we de but say management be take a decision because what criticize them
then they go and write yes. I saw what I saw the picture come on. So you, as leader, you cannot accept criticism. Then you go directly to go and attack the person.
There be a capacity to go about. Wabra oye nipa. Wabra
oye nipa so. Ah, we no case kwa dem for so no dos.
You
know case for so no kwa dos. You don't accept it. Say a media person say try na can asem na senya no kra. You come and you know the rejoin about say the mu kenya no kra. This is assembly chair. But you don't go and you saw the person because of castle. Let's just say no cry no. You understand? Tell me it's not true. Do you get it? There's a pitches. And you know, man, in the suburbs now, tell you the bobono. We didn't know down the stores. Enjoy no cray. No cray. I think there must be a consensual effort. Nakakana kanyambo hubai. And then I had me to check. At the mad MP4, Menshia South. Napu. You, me to check. At the man. Oh, pitches over 2 years. Ono mo shime kana e develop ye no level a bit matete footballer a bit matete sportsman ye astrotef e ho da po why ade before juma we ye or minister no wan me de me can de we ye anya directing part o baby a me wo me community to say me tikuma so me hu de e koso e wo Ashtown da po why ade me tu chema we saw what mama part aye wo you know what using influence on my ye wo asokwa you know if anything I sign inside all Sana is saying, you know,
kick sapon people so.
Yes, Dr. Sapon or people so. Sana is saying, you know, every now and then we go to Morocco, go ahead. Pitches be brave, go to Egypt, pitches be brave. But it started from Sana Manoma we are, and then another door, so sir. Nothing say Rome was built in a day. And now we have Musa Tafon anymore commissioned a pitch back on water for Tafon in one. Just in Yano.
Sahara.
Okay, so. Sa park ne pa jo nkrofo kok in anim ro wo so ne hwan sa park Sakura Park ne da ho and ne Astro pitch. You understand?
Right.
So I think that
you know
stop to it like I can try to develop them.
Okay. Let Achi know that when the debate is lost, insult and innuendos take the center stage. Saliu.
Because when we said the market and the credit, it don't mean I reply beyond.
It took about Mensa 3 years to get Santi Kotoko to CAF Winners' Cup final, and it was his legacy. 90% of it that brought same Kumasi Santi Kotoko to another final in 2004. I remember when Jorginho left to All Blacks, Kumasi Santi Kotoko was at its lowest ebb, but Herbert restored that dignity. Bottom line, consistency is good. Saliu Abofo and the day we about. All right, Andy.
Obviously, Sika kono ka say Ghana call up no omo ene nyina na ye enye nyina na ye enye no kre but countries omo pe football no omo form national team call up ni agro ti ko Brazil ni Argentina e drew World Cup na coach ebe bubo a list of 23 players or the bekona that day no chair president he will be all over the place omo be kan won sem sa twen on national television. The coach will be on it and will be announcing the players at Mobeko, the Coupe du Mondial. It really tells you how they love their national team. Again, and that's how they buy a said you and football here a born Europe, what may be your phone so, what maybe should be your laptop. So it's so easy so because Obia at least 1 or 2. In the time you'll be having a support to a foreign club. Inti South free player. Na se player ne mode bon so ani tu nipa kra obeka wonsem ya Ghana Premier League ya kan no ne etu kwan akota kwa etu kwan akodoma and other venues and se wo fia the big clubs especially obo games ni na
good morning. I'm surprised at Achi Nandi. His crime is because he's an MP. There are thousands of Ghanaians who pay monies to clubs in Europe. Our people can't make the system work. They will chop the money. Are they or your MP no get feelings? All right. Remember your basu. Kofi me ready.
Be kwampo to kwan nduka so yes. That can be my sir. But MP has a responsibility.
They will not change you.
And I'm just watching. Avanto just no more from inter areas one ho.
And the entwaso.
And he said you so free player.
We Babangida Ikeja Lagos Nigeria. Yeah.
Said you and the Ghana Premier League you bet TV so. It is a 2 to say me. I decided this season after watching 2 away games. Men go baby ya. Me TV want me share match baby. It is all free player and as a player don't deserve to call up in my opinion. I can question it or I can say it. It doesn't mean Ghana for a call up now. Opia on that facetting players so and let's not forget we love the Blasters. The Blasters ne say Bobo Obiani and again. And it is so easy for people to mention players no more in local league. It will be Okofa player bar. Quickly, there will be comparison from the player that you mentioned or player now our friend to certain players that other people believe say this player deserves several call-ups. And again, Sergio, yeah, the call-up be Brabama. I remember the first one I see Kideba for the game I bought against Sao Tome and Principe, and then the game I bought South Africa. Questions among for Rezi and issues and for Rezi, there were several changes within the call-up. And notice a week, and notice a local player week, the next day we a week. All these because of the backlash that were coming from Ghanaians. It really tells you how Ghanaians love their national team and how they want the best for the national team. In the Sabi Oko player Bia. Obia who said there be player when deserve call up. We deserve call up. I said you Ghana for Beka wants them. And the moment Omo Beka wants them has nothing to do with call up. Ghana for Nana Sika Kono Koto in Europe, Ghana Libya Ninechi. Oba or share games in most of the Premier League venues, and they Ghana for Ninechi. But Ghanaians follow football in there with keen interest, and they know the kind of quality that befits the standard of the Blasters. Took a free play and ask any Monday born Ghana for back question and said, "Oh, Mekai say and one chika say provisional list na buy for under 23 no. And after the provisional list, the kind of messages I buy no. Some players now man for raise concern about all those players no. Full list na buy at the end of it one. That's how players they count. The likes of Masoel Abe, the likes of Ibrahim Salifu, all these players among forecast say adenti ena young for man count eba no omudi count.
There's a Ghana for contribution no. There's a Ghana for contribution to the collab no.
But they want the best for the national team. And you at your collab.
No, what just say. So one I work say. Now when the provisional list
Oman can only media for.
The national Ghana for. Na media for Ghana.
Enti no mo just say. Omo kan no. E na ama omudina be rurum.
No, that wasn't the first question.
And
only the second question about it.
And the second one.
And the second one.
Okay.
First one was say Ghana for CK say Ghana for nyina the kabumia call up. Specifically, that is wrong. And I'm
what? Make contribution. So, yeah, on behalf of Ghana.
Okay.
And he said, "Yo, coach, no one be the assurance. See, corner near a bepamo. Make sure you take decision. I bet me a boama of corner. I corner one casadia to say a quackojano or the other quackoje. Don't blame Ghanaians if things aren't kuya. Blame yourself and blame your other people around you. No more yet, man." So, Obi say still on the changes in TMA FA collab, FA president and no collab. Said you FA president in the collab, but no crew mun say collab na any crewmano and you coaching kwana ye. Yeah, me kai say I think last 2 weeks yeah that argument on the show say yeah coaches in kwamo because a lot of coaches are concerned interference. Yate Olympics there, yate Karela there, yate Miami betena aka say me call boase ko ekotokwa good me say hu bi e o stadium from various leaders omu ena empen informal respective clubs no say hu say call bi from esoro eco technical bench of those teams no. And he said, "Yo, Sani mani na ekoso all because empenimfo bi wo hu ne said abi there are certain players that deserve to be part of the team. Again, obi so ha or yes I to see his interest. Ntieno a message say buy na e common pa no. People were asking why Matthew Onim Kudo say or part of the Blasters. Amanfo bebe say busa say Philemon Bafo didn't know part of the Blasters. And I teach him say it is the policy of the Ghana FA said ne and the 20 players now Omudomako Blaster just to translate from the various departments of the national team so that we on team about Blasters. Inti team can say FA president and call up but the fact of the matter is that any sika kon on e call up no omunyina can combined me must do ma express my displeasure on that. But again, you cannot try the local coaches. And you ask yourself, why are they able to call up? And said, how many people follow the call up? Ghana, but league, tough matches. Call up. And again, you ask yourself why you call up in that particular day. So FA president didn't call up, but FA president count. It is no good, but what can you say? System, and for me, Uja coaches then come and say, "You want you almost better from players in order to see their whims and caprices." Obi say Liberty phone me so send the Beba League matches no so na.
Yeah. Beba League matches free, Beba League matches is free.
Okay, se park na dey Chiaka. Tafo famous park come dey municipal.
Okay.
Oko Breman omo dey assistants. Oko Dwena say omo dey assistants. But in all this our politicians come back and blame the media. See a game na e bono han ye ni ensa man enkoso. Me wa asase na inside me nyina say do. Oko ehua ye park na dan aye white elephant. Oko Pamman Pontia park na a white elephant. All these pictures that were camp players at Tafu famous park are produced from Kwesian to Alessa Samoa, Kenneth Abibu and the lives I bear on the park near the municipal assembly. Whom do you blame? You blame the politician for Sanyaman. Nina a way to kill our good football, but God being so good, if you know, at media back. Instead of the Akane League matches in 2 banners.
I was emphatic. that which one is more difficult, winning the CAF Champions League and the AFCON? Are the methods in winning the Champions League the same as AFCON? Are the methods, consistency, finance, operation in winning the Champions League the same as AFCON?
No, they cannot be the same.
Question,
no, but it cannot be the same. First of all, even for AFCON, the earliest now say period of many players to prepare, maybe between 2-3 weeks. Many players to prepare for AFCON. So national team most times, the quality or any consistency important to a national team. Sometimes I won't say not Zambia about our dream. So Zambia quality no more winning AFCON I think 2012, but not consistency now. Zambia team no more the bar has seen. So team won about 2008. Felix Katongo, Christopher Nepen, one captain, small boy, Felix. Team no more the bar has seen in 2008. Team now represented Zambia 2012. And you could say the quality in your individual quality, no, but that consistency in team bonding, no, Joe Ayajuma. It's quite different from club side. I always had a Kotaba. The country, so only a matana, untim Kotona Matan machine. Okay. On the mission. But club, there you can, fix it. Or put my quality abem. When the quality play will be so but also man what now because maybe when you saw our person with me. And the dynamics may change.
One question,
quality and a proper planning. If you don't have these things, don't to me. Algeria, Umbedu, Egypt 2019. Joe, I can tell you, say, if you know as officials, they call we some back team welcome meeting. When I to say the aura around them is different. Team is so serious. Oh my bar, oh my near on baby competition. No wonder after first match, some of our predictors of Jaya, Nebaji, Jaya Senegal, one of them will win the AFCON and they were in the final.
Michael Abiyo say any battle 13 players. Well, per matches it is not 13, but let me stick to that. If it is 13, any but the last time they won the CAF Champions League was 2003-2004. Go and check Ali. Go and check Mamelodi Sundowns. They can buy those players, but again, they have money. Besides that, they will not buy all those players for them to come and start or for them to come and compete. Check WAC, check Esperance, check Zamalek. On one signing 10 players a season. Now, they will change the full setup of the team. And how do you compete? Sundowns team, from 2016 on the G, the Baby Sine. Check the level of consistency and the early the last time almost 5 and Gaston already going to be and then he will play. Mbazwani going to be he will play. Tepa Morara was part of that particular set. Until Rivaldo Kozimona Ababeka home. Few players in Babe are their party. What do we see here? Yeniska, and that is a fact. Yeniska Nancy again. Yes, I spend this so much in the market for players. Almost signing on fee. But you check the wage bill of our players. Say yes, sizable air squad. Sky DB room and you see a 4 players be bar. Sky DB room and again also for players more than extra. And some deba players will be taken to status committee and a whole lot.
All right, Yemfa mienu anamian sambi Emra make messages in Emra League matches no. Nafi yene amam for some to komo kakra. Good to know that Sam George contributes to Arsenal, not Brekum Arsenal, but London. But at what period in time did he, and by extension, those who think alike, make the least of contributions to Hearts of Oak or any local club without getting accountability? Priorities turned upside down and it's money gone waste. That's my verdict. Yes, our local clubs may not be faring well in Africa, but I will not be as skeptical as Andy is because we are all praying fervently that soccer, sooner than later, Andy, Kofi, Achampong, and others whose knowledge and competence I trust will be at the helm of affairs. Though the irony is that we are not doing anything so different and even better than those days when we were where we were. Difficult puzzle on our hands. Kwame Usudonko and I did way about Kwame says also got review. Also started when I'm leading supporters and any management and yeah, so says also what they got review. And today Uncle Joseph anyway about one. Is it true that the FA has plans of bringing in a foreigner to assist Coach CK Akono? 2. Why are referees refusing to award penalties against Hearts of Oak after the Obuasi incident and its corresponding ban? Ken Faisal and Bechem United have suffered already. Uncle Joseph, as the way every year, Sunai and Abre, Yansha and the matches, no, will be an amuse. Why on your mechanical?
Oh, say Uber League matches.
Uber League matches now. Okay. Okay.
I'll say refusal to award penalties against us.
Aye.
Oh, say okay. Coincidentally, after I think referee Poko Heneje penalty tia has so as good game, he was suspended.
Yeah.
Moreover, Zubiru born you know discuss say it was a penalty. I don't know if Fred watched the Bechem game. For me, that ball too was a penalty.
Okay.
Goalkeeper Richard Atadi and one who's a video no.
I'm sure.
Oh, Miriam Pama. Richard Atadi and said you a penalty. It was like any. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. It was a clear penalty being ignored by the referee.
All right. I think Yamra League matches no eso kakra na yentwa so mfamamo na dia kan yenya imamo so mrem na mo chema do hwe Kessben television. Sanso na uhwe utien ewo Accra 92.9 93.3 Kumasi. Na me hu videos biso ana circulate wafa ni medium game no referee ni GBB mantia se be pemne me ai binyanka me sa me be ma producers na ya hwe se be ma hwe TV so dey no job silence all the debate me dwun wana me tia se
to be adin
okay go fetch am bo na me nua ba odi machi ne ban last born
okay
the friend Hafiz Dr. Salim Ahmed.
And then Dr. Salim Ahmed.
Yes.
Salim Ahmed Salim. Ananyo no.
Because we am fanan to no.
No, doctor. Doctor Salim Ahmed Salim.
Hafiz ka Hafiza. Obi a Quran ni na osua gu nitirim by heart.
Wabin. Scholar.
From 1 to
which man reciting Quran?
Yeah. Wow. Osua no awi. And was also aba formally asabe sua dia doctor. All come for notices here we last year.
And the doctor no a medical.
Oh yes.
Man, I was starting in India. Maybe you're confused.
Okay.
What's the Hafiz
Dr. Salim.
If you say we are doctor, no, and then to you are the doctor.
David, yes, doctor.
No, move doctor ni ka. Move doctor ni ka. Doctor Hafiz.
Ebia tibiko.
David Yanisa. Yanisa. Oh, doc.
And the last one, the second one.
Medical doctor.
Yes.
Oh, doc.
You're wishing happy. Yes. Hafiz Dr. Salim Ahmed. A wonderful person.
And Quran.
Nina aguli trim oni fede gola bro
doc
you wish you happy birthday
Tom Kruger so send me birthday
all right
of Kwame
of Kwame say
o send me say me kan wa say happy birthday to my sister Mrs. Evelyn Jesiapia also to Rudy Kwachi na Wusua and Akwasi twins atafo Ebopia football Twitter Keta FIFA and Reverend Kenneth Wood of Kotoko Faithfuls. God bless them. Only Papa for wish you happy birthday.
Hey, ready Jacopo. I didn't be a who was of Kwame.
This is a young son in Canada for. So I've told you, say, beyond the coulisses, in the media, my best friend was some best friends in the media.
Okay.
Tom Kruger, Michael Oteje.
Okay.
Beyond.
Okay.
And because you see Tom Kruger, Joe, let me tell you, he'll be there for you any day. Michael Oteje, I can sit in Kumasi and order. You understand? So for years, those are my closest, my best friends. I have a lot of friends in the media, but me can't. Me no better
Tom Kruger who does no some does. All right. Enti yentwa so mfamamo na yensha league matches no kakra bi na me mama mfo so emrem wafa any Legon cities Inter Allies any brekum Chelsea ebebo ewo enkrai Ken Faisal enso betwa Bechem United ewo Techiman Ashanti Gold any Great Olympics wo Boase Liberty Professionals amo any Asante Kotoko ewo Sugakope Aduana Stars any Mediema enso beshia ewo eye Doma Ahinkro Karela enso ebetwa 11 Wonders Hearts of Oak and any Elmina Sharks ewo enkrai Andy Kem
Sadio difficult games, big games, and so media Doma, and then Olympics Boase playing high school. First of all, on the media against Adriana Stars. Adriana Stars so the last game on my boy and said you I want to do or Accra now Sunday I had the last games on my ball. They've just been super. And again, Samuel, coach Feno, their coach get things right, and Yema team he's clearly fixing it. And at their own backyard, didn't say results. Media man soon himself may good results in this particular game, they'll be out of the race. Imagine Kotokonsoko Koshe against Wafa El Sugakopa. That implies almost extended lead in the 4 points. Losing at home, now one sanko no mean a venue like Domane Manimamu yet Dendemamu. They have all their players intact. But so she team friend Adriana Stars in the second round, almost some team in Kakra. The likes of Kabara, the likes of Fatawu Abdurrahman, Abba and Sobeshe defense ni Mamu, Obenya the likes of Derek Kamo, you talk about Nuruddin Ofikarela Bae. Prince Aqua has always been present in their midfield. Until almost Ashisheni Mama and things are working so well for them in the second round. Again, Benjamin Treba will not be available for this particular game. But Sam Obio Eba against Olympics, Obesisa Anema, and Obi Ebusa. Abranti friend Farouk Mohammed said he feels so mentally tough because the best changing game against Accra Olympics. And in this particular game, it is likely so best starting in central defense or Obebo with Prince Aqua because media man midfield in your midfielder. So person show more. And also making sure say obetimi at disrupt how they play. Wafa here with Abranti friend Augustin Boache and look at how omutimi share media man in their own half. So Adriana Stars person omutimi team friend media man again disrupt their midfield from play. Omu defense the lives of Nuruddin Munim how to deal with Prince Opoku Ajiman, and then again Zakaria Mumuni will be a player and Nimuno so behind Adriana Stars very well. In attack for Adriana Stars, Brighter J in the absence of Yaya Mohammed Ahodu Fortuno so well for A team friend Adriana Stars. Sam Adams are back to form and look at ball or boy against 11 Wonders. Check his performance against A team friend Olympics at the Accra Sports Stadium. Into Brighter J, Brighter friend Fatah Abdurrahman, and then Sam Adams. Mantiam and so Mudina Mudim Adriana Stars. The likes of Brighton Chel, Baba Musa, Vincent Atinga, and then Abrantier Tender on the right, or Ali Watara Bebo on the right, or Yaru who be on the right. Edward Jumaya passes a joe, or Mubetimi stop. But for me, the male deal should be the battle in midfield. Rashid Norte, Agadas, and then Kosidunsu, or someone who comes in midfield, or Eric Kwakwa, as against Farouk Mohammed, Fatah Abdurrahman, and then Prince Akwano. Jubenya the best of the duels, said you only beat me. But said Yaman Kuyama, now Coven will be a good result. And Mediama best should be a draw game. It is a win for Adriana Stars. A 10-empire game never basun. Olympics are showing consistency when it comes to away games. Into Omukolusu 4 dwarfs. And Omkoche Tima Efreno, Wafa at the Sugakope. Obia Nyajidi so Olympics beating a Kwakoshobo. Omoba Obia himself, Adriana Stars, just having just an away game, our Metimia running against Kotokono, and then Mombe did their momo, and after taking the lead in the first half. But Omotnaho, Emma and Yema Sanjikui. So actually, Kamenko sometimes also tends to be complacent. But the key man should be Abranti Fed, the two Kwe brothers, Michael Saki, Ashikwe, and then Maswell Abbey. These are the key men when it comes to Olympics front, and the main man for them, Glasner or Queen midfield. In the Adgodun so team, almost predictable because of the number of times on what change you set up. You don't know if Amos Kofin Kruma will play. You don't know if Sam Ibrahim will be on the left. Unim sa Gio Nebebo. Unim sa Samed Ibrahim Nebepe no. A midfield of
round
offside.
2-0 to Bechim United. Omobe we need 3 games.
Offside.
Omobe Shell Mina Sharks. Omo Shell 11 Wonders. Omo Shell Brekum Chelsea. A loss against Accra Olympics. And no need downtrend Neban. Okay. And Sergio Kotokonsu Peso G League and the next 4 matches very dangerous. After Liberty Ochinano, Obeba Wafa, Obeko Adriana, Obebo Ashgold, and a Karela, and a Interlace. Sergio, this next 4 games, a defining moment where the song meets me G League.
Ata the way free mensia, ata te say or mensia, yacha ubia. If Krobia wins tomorrow's game, they will win the league hands down. Greetings to Kwame Jemfi, London route. Hey, Kwame Shaw. Atara wacha na mamiu. Abraham Okwe anyway, and so Abajo. Greetings from Tamale. Sam George MP should kindly use the so-called money he pays to Arsenal every year to construct just one astroturf for the people of Pram Pram. Oh, come on. Abraham, okay. Don't talk to us. They say no. Okay. Yemi lines on number 4. A time no call. 37405 37407 37438.
That's any message.
Yeah.
Also back TV way so. Also no command madam for police. So no command kojo. Also police Philomena. It's a PW stroke when they constable no na yes sir. Na near the birthday. No person can or Kessben. Okay. No person called Bat TV no so.
Oh, sir.
I'm sending photo you now.
Never call him from okay, why ni?
Police no the birthday Philomena. Hey.
TV no so
Hello, happy birthday. Who they say wish you happy birthday? The police more fair. Police more fair.
Well, police. Yeah, we
be now so. The woman don't miss on office. No, police commander called we go. So man na office. On your secretary. Come on. Police more fair.
And the final turn home.
Transfer, bro.
37405 37407 37438. Move from Rana. What is that? Hello.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Bunga.
Hey, Tachima, that is I.
Alhamdulillah, the message. So, my boss, the Arsenal member, no. Upesau, Ubasa, Besaport, there's a quite so called baby. And the series, my chairman. So, the boss, no, about the Chima, Filia Burcha, I think I'm too gum. I don't don't baby, comedian and Okano. We are 21 years in Nippon to be from quite a little Yami. Only Panya, I remember Drunka said, Unim the Oka, Umbe Bovi. Boss, my uncle for it, Arsenal. The team now book and then you have jump for you. Just for a Kamutu, I mean, I'm tea and Tijamuka they do. If I'm boy for Abaso, Jeffrey, Ghana football, we say, Nema, Koyeno, our juvenile footballer, and then Mama Sakama back over the Tima. I've said, I found Media Park. I'm say, Cosworth, then I'm going to say to my mind, or Piabo don't be Alcohol football. It's my boy, and Abaso.
Yeah, that's hello.
Boss.
Yeah.
Boss, you have a call here.
But oh, never do now, so.
Never do move, boss. A Janana Sabene, no Mudumula. Nana so a tion catch. You know, Busa said you could Danoba. List to near Dan. Simon so how. Simon so hard no more Bengal, Mina, Yesho, and Yadum like. He said, Root to you. Now, I did be much the time and I'm questions and answers. Nankam the Sebidian Kabusamame. The other time I will see Joanna of Amaquata, Yina Papa, the Baba Moon, the Banfanasa of Kasimbi. Also, or Dokotokosa to the sense. I brand to be bound over Yejuma. Now, Branton Bay, you want to who's way a half in you. Which are no fair, or an answer you want to be. Aha, said you maybe me heart in Mapa.
Later, what fun we have the debate 2-3 weeks now. Who's in Bagone house?
Aha, time or Catano, which you want and the same pato, go be the doctor. May wash a minimum in Mapa. Me papa ni Dr. Lee on the end in surgery emano and is a journal be busa o panel members ni say ye decide we play football no mu say ye ha ni obi but o say
Mr. Sunuso do bia sitie
but say you me pa de na ka me panel members na dwene power dey o bet say you me say me no kakra me kan say na me aduma china
na na Johnny su kotra obi fie na ni background ye kotokoni say na Johnny has one person biom kom so tu ni fifio
Papa na mpena na juna.
Ai. So this year then
or two. Na so that this year then no more.
Ochino last week is on. Oh yes. Obi for taxi. Papa na make no for taxi. No who say phobia dey go actually. To train mu we or do no say driver dey see. Hello.
Sajo.
Yeah.
Nemo channel payo.
Do so.
Only a cosma in him Kessben. Former road minister Dr. Richard and the conscious on Kessben.
Okay,
Sajala pay more Basonia Cassia Copas and Mobile Mapa. No, no, for Jalaco to teach so to Pamamentiano. On your local blue so do me former produce Umutupa. Sajo Kono Costa for near Katum, Yamin Pine for Yankee Mumbako, Yaman Pine Fantasy Nation, and some much in the Bishabia. They do. You took the Bisho. Yes, Roma Yakodani there. She had our come to the body. You know, that's what I just and that's your question.
Hey, this police officer there, Joe, happy birthday to her, Abigail, and anyway, and so Abigail. Abigail also the other side some good. Hey, hello.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So don't put your phone next to the rock and town.
I can't tell you it you.
Namisham, when Sham, now more than one. Namisham, the Jew can walk and say, I think to the water, if I MP, which I only in the MP, you're full blue Kumwa, which I did not on the front with the information. I see the Gambo, but I made the assassin boat near Passe, like Ufa and I say, more now, ocean, more, or Tamfo, no bone something the best fan, I'll come away in the sea. You think I if I don't know, I am the representative at Tiafe. I all said the Ghana football. Then when Kessben and Kessben, they make it international, you're moving the pocket, we're good for Trioma, a man named Kolangola football, Bonabaso. Now, they can have to focus since they did a job war, say a Boasina, refuge. And this place has been. People not know yet, piano. They do. They don't go to fact. Also, in the power that the antipolity because the idea you're setting they know one day Ghana football because if I'm going to work from our car to Kumasi, top of the is one game. The same thing between one game.
Joe, do you know that 3 teams got penalties against Accra Heart of Oak, Inter Allies, King Faisal, and Betim United, all against Accra Heart of Oak, but the referees didn't whistle for them. Why? Also, they do it for us as well. And okay, my remember who say King Faisal in a penalty against Heart of Oak, Inter Allies in a penalty against Accra Heart of Oak, Betim United in a penalty against Accra Heart of Oak.
So I'm maybe
na Ali Mamadan Kambari and Mama Twaso for breaking news no and Twaso and for MI. The Munina say the live commentary every sentence in and so at the Bremo will be in the video for free. And the Munina say you must animal a shebium, Namibwa, a Drada, Anopa. Our Emerson.
Sergio Mema Mia or Kanchingue, Ajia Kubra, and Tiamibo Chinane and Aduano.
Okay.
Alaba.
Okay. All right.
So you go smart is non so basso.
Okay.
I've been pong boy just so me free me coast it. Ebony ne anochi di bomo.
Name ko just.
And there be walk quite just so. I've been
person quasi.
Okay, me coast it as be o me coast it.
I just don't born hifa.
On born just park in this one.
Okay.
It's me coast it.
Yeah, the money na
coast football cost until say na get involved in support. Yeah, we see Philomena happy birthday be. Ana
Philomena, yes. Police woman. Oh, yeah, we should happy birthday. Hey, Kofi Champo. Also, or Tony Beddy, and that's some good to Vantivore teachers in more day. And then more the Abaharu. I fancy your wife Fantina. Send more the power of the TV.
Nana Kwame.
Hello,
Nana Kwame.
Hello,
What did they say?
Hello,
Jumedia and what Kessben FM breaking news. Yes, indeed, breaking news. Say Kessben Media, a treasure. My year, but sorry, say Jola Cabatas, say Jola Casoria pen, a breaking news. Or my win someone and sent for so to our other and somewhere to see you watch that and in your own cheetah. My boy, one church, chair, I look at your box. The interrogative feather, Niria and some Yabuchi, and some Delica.
US for Kessben TV. I also see your whole other YouTube.
facebook.com/Kessben TV. Live on Kessben FM and on Kessben Television.
Breaking news.
Campus no ewo edum Kumasi na eno na ama part time any weekend school adesua ni adekire aya akona keke.
Wow, Kessben University College aya accessible, affordable and incredible. Intisi irrespective of your work schedule. Iribwe juman na isiazi.
Kessben University College admit students into their various degree, diploma and certificate programs. BSc Business Administration with options in accounting, banking and finance, marketing, human resource management, BSc Information and Communication Technology, diploma in business administration, diploma in information technology, diploma in media and communication. Sawukra wasi ana SSC aggregate 30 or better. Ubetimi apply. Your top up programs who are the HND any diploma holders. Once one year bro 25 years ubetimi apply as a mature student. Na ya this year menaso die. You are regular, part-time and a weekend school. Kessben University College affiliated to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and to KNUST certificate and one year dema war the National Accreditation Board and so application forms for admission may be obtained from the following places at 50 Ghana cedis for Ghanaian applicants and $50 for foreign applicants. KUC Main Campus Kontenase, KUC City Campus Edum Kumasi, announce multi-credits in Krobatabia and Ghana Fana Babia. You can also download the application form from our website kc.edu.gh. For further information, call us 0501 637383 and now say 0264 170475. Kessben University College.
Education for development.
Bosika foto emano eno ye multi-child account oba multi-creditor ibeya amount.
Midi de Alimat Sadia Ali. Me adwuma Opama International School. Me te multi-credit nka na me soma ko bie multi-child ama me ba. Se de beya metimi ahwe me ba dachi.
Sikajie ene sikamanie omayimu anase amanonne. Bibi to say Western Union, Vigo, Royal Money, MoneyGram, MTN Mobile Money, and a U-Switch service. Na adwuma no ni ti ana head office no Kumasi Bantama High Street. Ye wo me bi to say Nkran, Kantamanto, Aguguloshi, Cape Coast, Takrade, Tamale, Wa, Bolga, Bogoso, Nkoko, Techiman, Domahin crew, and crew bibri. When the multi-credit ye adwuma, edwedie ye mre, if we say any companies be to say Kessben Travel and Tours a omutwa tickets. Ana Kessben ship na ebe ship oni mama wo ne Kessben Consult. Ye ne sa companies yi nyina di nsa wo so. Ye nsi ho a ye de bob
You agree? I'm a fellow, me chira on your flower.
kejetia timiduru ha misi ye na bla bi wasi wa yabunini na wo kwa antimel na wo to wo sisi kafre ayiska no wo di godu ye niama bi mu no enti wo ye no si sister mesra wa me ho minim hana kokko kire na so bla minim ho enti me ka se minim ho na boy ba ko sukuta ayi kitu bi wasi a bank note enti wono kra ne wa fama ni skase won fan ko to bank enti wo pentam na bla ni se me ni nko janam se bla me anko bank family ama ni ntama mi timi enya ka nko enti ade be samo se sister ma yonko jan na aja ahuma boro na msi sadia me kwa ko jan ye ko ja bla ni wiye ye duru ho wasi wo kwanti mele no ho aba mi wura fi baby a ye ko en ka me bu hodin enti ye ko ye duru ho no wasi na bla na wasi wo kuta bank note no no wa kire ni se won ko homra ni nyina han twen no ti ye gina ho twen ni ti bla no ko ba ye no no wasi wo hu ni ti wada ya se
92.9 the mountain.
Aliwawa.
Mdinde Kobana.
Medinde Fia. Minsu Medinde Akuya.
Say you are America. Yay, TA, Alibaba Dakambari.
Yay, TA, Alibaba. Kwesi Endom. Sameba, Osekrum, Kumaseha, Otumfo na Sasoda, Oya Mimi Biano, so Bite, Oya Breaking News, Alibaba or Bujuma, Onkodara.
Alan John, Kojo Chamatin, ye, Munkaso,
Aliwawa.
Nana Kwame.
The name of he who died and laid in the grave and arose triumphant on the third day, Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. And now every whispering and every message that the enemy will send to us, we command it to be arrested and negated by divine authority. We command the enemy, you will not speak, you will not utter a word. Every threatenings and fears and intimidations, every familiar spirit that will try to reveal pictures and bring panic and fears and nightmare and bad dreams in any shape or form, we halt it in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. We forbid you.
Montier, you. Triumphant on the dead. Premo ato apahon simadunai ahaya Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra Kessben television sunie www.kessbenfm.com so mobati enka afe Antwerp Belgium and that's all radio London air Winners radio and America Connecticut air Sikajwa radio after 2 our bechem Portes our Sunyan one more also pa Alaji Bawa Dauruma Sankofa radio so our OT region Miami nua abba demo hono am no kasai edam live OT edin potamu fellow Ghanaians your man in the afternoon Ali Baba Dankambari said the die no ene asɛm korɔ no a anaasɛ deɛ yɛ no no a yɛsi nkonya ne mmom asɛm atwa mu deɛ yɛsi so bi mma mo asɛm dada bɛba ha na akɔ n'anim ama yɛde development anaasɛ nsakyɛeɛ aba mu afa afidie so abrɛ mu ɛgya afei no waso afidie no a ɛnyɛ by accident bi ɛti na ade atoa miracle ɛna asie yɛmo akɔ aba ɛba afidie yi so afidie so ɔdɛ na dwumadi a wotie breaking news ɛyɛ dwada brada okuada yɛ wada efiada memenda ɛna ɛbogya yɛ wɔkyerɛ nko na ɛhome da afidie mu ayɛ mma mo ne yɛntɛn wɔ nsɛmpa ne nsɛmɔdɛ a yɛaboaboa no ɛwɔ afidie so ma mo ɛne nsɛm na no ɔhye paa na memma wo nianimu memma headline biaa hyɛ tuo mo ne yɛntena nsɛm na no ɔhye paa
Susu bibi babi babu agana agana meyo eriyo efi mi ni wala o susu bibi
yamma Ghana emmo ensemo edisi ka kyerɛwo de edisi wutie ɛna Kessben media nsɛntwerɛfo asokoto kwa apada woroma wɔn akɔ akyichi ni pinkyɛn aboaboa no abegu kahyɛ bɔ so ɛnɛ awia yi yɛde som ɛnɛ ɛyɛ memenda May bosome no yapa mu ne pepepepepepe enure ya ene 15th May fellow Ghanaians ewiase ekonanim ade akyi ade sa na yenkwa na ɛsote ade na wo ye meye ne maye ene ma anya anya ne nam say procrastination is a thief of time wa ye moto ache dodo ade na wo trimu a last 4 years o ka so be last 3 years o ka so be ya wanye last 2 years o ka